I've become so numb, I can't feel you there.
I forgot how the rest of the song goes.
I think become so tight or something. Uh, so much more aware I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Also, shout out to computers. Just it's weird too because it's not like the computer crashed in the sense that it shut off. It crashed in the sense that like Opera completely stopped. Well, be like all the applications closed, but like the computer was still on. But like it wouldn't let me open anything or close anything, so I had to like completely fucking shut it down. It's cringe. But anyway, we're back here with a little bit. Yeah, because I'm at the very least I'm gonna finish the ending that I'm already in the middle of. So that's cool. Let's do that.
Huh.
So the only thing we did is I walked through. There was like I don't know when it ended exactly, but like I fell through the thing instead of getting crushed, and then I walked over to a giant thing that said Stanley Parable, and now I'm in the test area. So you can see all the concept art and all the other bullshit they use in the game. The original office layout.
No, if you've seen that.
Stanley's it's set up like a museum, but it's like all the assets and shit they use, which honestly I think is really cool. I've already looked through some of this stuff before. The two doors, but yeah, it tells you like differences between say like the original beta version and then like the release and shit like that. Different button sounds here. Start edits. Oh hey, we can see. Yeah, Crows. That's the name of the company. So I knew it was something to do with crows.
Always
Yay
some
me.
kind of crows.
Yeah, they do be kind of crowing though.
Caw.
Motherfucker. The office clock, the best
Only
of clock.
crows know how to.
Does that clock even work? It does. Is it correct though? The answer is no. It's past midnight, which means I can close out and get back in this. Yeah, see, here's the freedom ending, which we might get. Who knows?
Who
The
knows?
crows knows. Underground. Oh yeah, see, so this is pretty much what it like. This is where we went before. I wonder if there's a thing that shows where we were.
Stanley pushed the number 6.
Yeah, I do wonder. I mean, because I had found other endings before this, so like when I did it, I wouldn't say I was spoiled at all on it, but I do wonder if for some people that would be considered like that they spoiled on themselves on like certain endings by looking through the test area here. Not to say that the game necessarily needs like, oh god, this really needs to, I need to know whether or not there's a freedom ending, but I do wonder.
I think the first thing that I ever stumbled upon was the bomb going off one. Do you remember?
Eh,
Do you remember that one?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Sounds like some wild shit though. Remember the one where like a nuke went off and
That is that. I think that's that one.
Japan just like shot a laser into the moon.
I don't know about that part.
Anyway, so yeah, we could have ended up in a war zone here. Luckily, I already have Warzone on the game on my console, but yeah, whatever.
But you don't have
It's
Warzone on your console?
huh? Yeah, I got Warzone.
Oh,
You got games on your phone? Yeah. See,
yeah, games on your PlayStation?
for me when I have video games. Uh, yeah, different emails.
Yeah, I got video games. Yeah, they're good.
And there's probably real emails too. That's what's great about them. 2012. Fuck, dude. I was still in high school. What the fuck?
Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder how many of those people are dead that wrote in those emails.
Probably.
That's where, that's where my mind goes to. Because it's not that long ago, but like, anytime I'm seeing like, say I'm watching something like, Let's Make a Deal or something, right? because sometimes I watch like the Game Show Network and it shows like the older ones like Match Game and shit like that. I just sit there and think to myself like, or like even like some of the '80s ones like Press Your Luck, like the Whammy one or the Supermarket Sweep or whatever, the more '90s. And I think that, I stop and think to myself like, how many of these motherfuckers are dead?
Far gone, my friend. Very far.
The monitor room elevator. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control
I
one
don't wish to
another.
destroy the
How they
narrator.
both wish to be
I do.
free.
I just want to do every option because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Can you
Because he
see?
wants all the
Can you see
trophies.
how much they need
Well,
one
no, no,
another?
no, because I played it on Steam
But
before
no.
this.
Sometimes
So that
these
means I
things cannot be
actually
seen.
wanted to experience the game.
But listen to me. You can still
I
save
still
those
don't have all
two.
the Steam
You can
achievements because the
stop
game
the
fucked me out
program
of it.
before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation.
Turn off your
There's
PlayStation.
no
There's
other
no
way
other
to
way to
beat
beat this
this
game.
game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking.
Okay. All right. Well, I was told to turn off my PlayStation, so I'll catch you guys later.
See you, dude.
I refuse to die.
Yeah, turn it off.
Don't worry. I'll turn it back on because there's trophy. I'm not stupid. I could log back in and get a trophy. So anyway, how's everyone else doing?
Well, I'm just big chilling, enjoying my actual day off. So I'm not even streaming, nothing. I'm actually forced myself to actually have a day off.
That's good. That's a good idea.
It's been nice. It's been very nice.
And when Peach is not checking, I was gonna say checking themselves out, but that doesn't make. That's not what I meant to say. It's not relaxing. You can check them out at shout out Peach Cola exists.
You do that.
That's the co-star right there for
It's
this
me.
particular episode.
Is that just a stream elements thing? Is
Yeah.
that one of the basic options that you can do, or is that something I have to make first?
I think it's set by default for this
Hmm.
shout out. You might have to like turn because it's definitely one of the basic options. Now, whether or not you have to click the button to like enable it, I don't know, but it's already one of the commands. You know what? Here, we'll turn this into a different type of stream momentarily. Wait, oh, hold on. Wait, what are you doing? The first time you booted up the game, you set the time to 11:15. That was fantastic. You did a great job on that one. But this time you simply entered 12, the default way. You didn't even try. I'd say I'm a little disappointed. Or if you don't think that it's worth the time to set the clock properly, I gotta ask you to set the clock if we're going to take all part of the gameplay experience. I'm not trying to get angry. Because a lot of people ignore these gameplay settings altogether. You're not like them, right? How dare you accuse me of ignoring gameplay settings? I had to change literally every value of the gameplay setting to get a trophy, you piece of shit. You don't get to say that to me. I don't get to accept that as a reasonable argument against me. Anyway, look, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, do me a favor and actually set the time, okay? Good, glad we had this talk. All right, I'll let you get back to your video game now. So, that's on you for not keeping my setting from previous times, is what I would say to that.
This is
Anyway,
the
welcome
story
back.
of a man named
We did it. So we got the welcome back
Easy
trophy. That's
All
trophies.
of his
classic.
co-workers were gone.
I
What could it
didn't get
be?
a trophy
Stanley decided
for.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I didn't get the one trophy for fucking doing that thing for dying
When
because I
Stanley
didn't
came to
die
a
because I
set
closed
of
out
two
the
open
whatever.
doors, he entered the door on
Guess
his
you gotta do
left.
it now. Go die.
I might just do it legit. I don't know. I'll do something here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
This
Feeling a
is
wave of disbelief,
the
Stanley
remaster,
decided
right?
to go up to his
Yeah.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Hey, the
there.
broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I wonder if it didn't save the fact that I did anything on the because I closed that.
There was nothing here. No
So this
treasure,
seems like the
no poster
original
folly,
audio.
just an empty broom closet.
I'm pretty
No
sure he's supposed
reason
to
to
have
stoop
different
down
audio here
here.
if he. Well, you know what? I'll use this opportunity to do a quick BRB.
It was baffling that Stanley
That's
was
fair.
still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing
Be
anything.
back.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd
While
be
he's gone,
justified in
hello,
some way.
chat.
As it
I am
is,
Peach,
he's literally
and
just
I am
standing there doing
currently
sweet FA.
playing the critically acclaimed and hit game Fortnite. He's not gonna be able to know what the hell I'm talking
Are
about.
you
Because
really still in the broom closet?
currently
Standing around doing
working on
nothing?
things.
Why?
I'm doing
Please offer me
things.
some
Peach is doing
explanation here.
things.
I'm genuinely
and
confused.
I would be working on stuff, but as you know earlier, I was taking a bit off because I need like a.
You do realize
I
there's no
definitely
choice
needed a
or
day
anything
off,
in here,
and
right?
it was a good day.
If
she
I'd
said.
said
Very,
Stanley
very good
walked
day.
past the broom closet,
Now we big
at
chilling.
least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find
No,
out.
I'm just kind of
But
playing
it didn't even
Fortnite
occur to
while
me
I'm
because
chilling here,
literally this
co-starring.
closet is of absolutely no significance to the
Boy
story
Gypsy.
whatsoever.
Now we wait
I
for him
never
to
would
come
have
back
thought to mention it.
whenever he does.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Did you know
Maybe
that in
when you go
Fortnite, the
talk
minute
about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
did I say that right?
The
It sounded like I
broom
said
closet
that
ending
wrong.
was my favorite."
Like I said that wrong.
I hope your friends find this
Either way,
concerning.
you get what I mean. Ba-dum.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Reading
So
some
that the
Peach
irony
Cola
and
propaganda,
insightful
you know?
commentary
You gotta
of this
keep
game
everybody
is
motivated.
not
So
lost on them.
definitely a lot of
All
propaganda.
right. When you've done
Peach
that, just step out
around
into the
here.
hallway.
We're trying to grow our channel in different means. We gotta spread in different ways, even if we gotta use propaganda. I never realized how hard it is to do commentary when you're playing a different game, but the person that's streaming is obviously playing a different game. I realize how difficult it is. It is kind of hard, but I guess once I get into the conversation of what I'm doing, it is not that bad. Because usually I'm like looking around, and usually this is like when I'm quiet, it's the part where Gypsy's talking. But since he's not here, you guys are stuck just listening to my voice while I like play an entirely different game that's not on the screen. So it is kind of funny. I will narrate what's going on at the moment. At the moment, I'm just waiting for the game to start. Kind of tired, but I do want another warhead though. Oh, warheads they're like my venom. I love them. I've landed somewhere completely that I shouldn't be. Uh, in other, I guess, Peach news. What other Peach news will we have while we were waiting for your lovely host to come back? In other news, I'm currently still on the prowl for getting art done of my character and so forth. I think I'm still at over 200 followers. I don't know if you remember correctly. I had a bunch of bots follow me. Now that was fun. That was an interesting experience. Had a bunch of bots follow me, and they all just kind of hoarded my little. Sorry, I had to do a thing. They all hoarded my silly little stream, and now I had too many followers. Followers weren't even real, so I was stuck at 400 and something followers. Although I think my true follower count should be the heck. Sorry, I'm missing all
Jeez,
the
how
signals.
conceited is Peach talking about their follower account on someone else's?
What else? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm telling stories. You guys just kind of left me out here by myself, and I'm over here trying to figure out what I can tell.
That's
Talking
fair.
about all the bots.
I got mac and cheese.
Oh. Oh.
Good, I'm kind of hungry.
The other thing I was talking about was how I never figured out how difficult it was to try to keep some kind of commentary going on the stream when you're playing an entirely different game. The host is gone, and you're just kind of sitting there, so all they can do is listen to you. So I just started talking like I usually do. I just started talking.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I was just shit posting at you. I don't really care what you talk about as long as it doesn't get me banned.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Fucking yeah, they
to
changed
his
that.
boss's
Damn it,
office.
you used to be able to get through. It was either that one or the one before it.
Fair.
Or the one after it, I mean.
Dude, mac and cheese sounds good right now. I was just talking. I was just telling Chad how much I would enjoy getting a warhead right now, so I might do that actually in a bit.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna.
Once I
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication.
Okay, what the fuck is the actual code before he says it?
I don't remember what it was.
It's like it starts with 2. 2845.
Human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly
As possible.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, I'm not gonna let the narrator talk.
Healthy, so he relaxed
He
for a
doesn't
few
even
moments with some calming new age music.
Okay, this is new. The music.
Even the remaster, I figure out what
and rejuvenated,
what they
Stanley calmly
changed. There's
walked
like
forward
little small
into the
songs, I can't
open
remember what they are.
passageway.
They changed the boss's office a little bit. There used to be like a panda poster, I think, somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, how dare you, piece of shit.
I'm sorry. I won't ever yawn again.
I'll never do it again, I swear. I don't know why I gave you a southern drawl.
It was a stirring of emotion
I
in his
actually
heart,
honestly was
as though he felt
you're
more
right.
free to think for himself. To
Yeah, I
question
earned it
the nature of
in
his
Los
job.
Angeles.
Hey,
Why did he
welcome
feel
to
this
Peach
need,
Cola.
when for years
They were
it had
playing
never occurred to him?
Disco
This
EDM.
question would not
No,
go
you messed up
unanswered
already.
for long.
It's not welcome, everybody.
I
It's
know.
howdy, y'all.
Oh, you're right. Howdy, y'all.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
You're
led
from
to
Georgia
the
now
armed
because your name is
control
Peach.
facility.
I'm sorry.
Howdy, y'all. Peach Cola.
Peach Coke?
Point.
Yeah, you're Peach Coke now because the people on the East Coast
Coke?
say Coke instead of cola.
I'm Peach Coke. I'm gonna be playing
The
some
lights rose on an enormous room packed with
video
televisions.
games the other day.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh fuck, you can actually die
Did
here. I
he
didn't know
have
that.
the strength to find out.
You when I can actually die.
Aha! You've
never
made it to the
known
bottom of the
about it.
mind control
I didn't know you could do that.
facility.
You can
Well
climb on the
done.
fucking
But
table.
see,
I just climbed on the
Stanley
table. I didn't
Cup
actually mean to
first
jump off
launched
it.
in 2013. Getting to the bottom of the mind control facility
Oh, look,
was
was
a
a bug.
bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it
Actually,
on
I've never
Twitter
done this
and
part,
acted
to be
very
honest with you,
superior
anyway.
about it.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't know this
all
existed.
very, very
I just
clever
tried
at this.
walking into the
Well,
desk and I was able
when
to
it
get on
came
time.
time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content.
New
We'll call
content.
it the
Bottom of the
of the
mind
mind
control room ending.
room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered
I
every
love
nook and
content.
cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music
Oh boy, new
just
piece of
for this
music. Let's
second.
hear it.
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's
Oh
how
boy,
special
is
you
it
are.
copyrighted?
We call this track Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good
You should
job.
listen to this when it plays back.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. The railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
What a song. I really feel fulfilled by this in my life.
This is exactly what my life needed.
So apparently that didn't count as finishing an ending, so
All of his
for the
coworkers
trophy.
were gone.
I guess we gotta do it legit.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now I can get the broom closet ending that I was meant to get.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Oh no! Oh no!
Here we are.
No! Not again.
This is the dialogue that was
This
supposed to
I'm
play,
not
but I
going to
ruined it by
encourage you.
by
I'm not
turning
going
off
to
my
say
PlayStation.
anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thanks. I ate the last little bit of macaroni and cheese. Thank you for allowing me to finish the rest of my meal, Mr. Narrator. Anyway,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
it's like so
upstairs
close
to his
too every
boss's
time.
office.
It's weird because they had like a different dialogue based on like doing this, so I don't know why they didn't or why they messed with it, unless it's just harder to do now. I got it. I got it.
Nice.
You motherfucker.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Yeah,
Or
I don't
was
take
he
risks
believed
here at GD
everyone
Gypsy
had
Industries.
vanished? His boss would
Here,
think he was
you don't
crazy.
take risks.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Not unless there's a
Really?
trophy
He thought
involved.
to himself, maybe
That
I
is it.
am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange
Oh, I forgot this just
observations.
like
For
fucking
example,
loops the entire
why
time as you
couldn't he
walk through
see
it.
his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I already
And for
noticed the
that
doors. You
matter,
didn't have to
these
point that
rooms
one
were
out for me.
starting to look pretty
You didn't have to
familiar,
point out
but they
the
simply
repeating
repeated.
rooms either.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He
I forgot
just
about the leg
hadn't
thing
found the
though.
words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't
No, no,
crazy
no. If he's
anymore.
dreaming, he might lose his
He
job
thought to
because he's
himself,
sleeping on the
I
job
suppose I'll
potentially.
wake up
So,
soon. I'll have to
Fair.
go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
oh
Then
boy, I'm
he
floating
imagined
now.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
I like
that
that
he'd
they keep
still
the
been
same
woken up.
rooms and they just
How
like
was
add a
he
floating
remained
effect
so
and some
lucid? And
whatever.
then perhaps the
If they don't change
strangest
anything.
question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
Speaking
strange.
of voices in your
I'm
head, some
thinking
people can't
about a
hear their
voice
own inner voice, which
describing
is kind of
me,
I
weird.
know, right?
thinking about how it's
Crazy.
describing
Are
my
you one of those
thoughts,
people?
he thought.
No, I can definitely hear
And
him.
while he thought it all very odd and
Making
wondered
sure.
if this
It's the
voice
only thing that
would
gets
go
me
off
through
into a
certain moments
daydream,
of my life
the truth was that
when
it
there's
couldn't. It was
definitely a lot
truly a
of
dream.
funny jokes I could
Could it
say, and
be?
then I say it in
Was
my head
Stanley simply
instead of out
deceiving
loud, and
himself,
that's how we save
believing that if he's asleep, he
relationships
doesn't have to take
with
responsibility for himself?
family members and
Stanley
friends.
is as awake
Fair.
right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After
And
all,
that's how we
he knew
avoid
for certain, beyond a
being
doubt,
TOS on
that
Twitch.
this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see
Let's
him
not
float
break
amidst the
Twitch
magical stars just a
terms of
moment ago?
service.
How else would the voice explain all that? This
See, I would never
voice was
make
a
jokes
part
about
of
people
himself
dying
too. Surely,
in
surely, if he could just...
um,
He would prove
you
it.
know, not in my
He
head,
would
but
prove
in
that
my
he
head, oh
was
boy.
in control.
It's a
That this
fucking
was a dream.
it's
So he
a
closed
war
his
zone
eyes
in there.
gently,
People are getting
and he
It was
shot
like
invited
left and
honestly
right.
himself to
some
wake
kind
up.
of intrusive thought thing.
He felt the cool weight of
Where
the
you just
blanket
kind
on
of
his skin, the press of the mattress on his
they
I don't know
back,
if it's intrusive thought.
the fresh
Intrusive
air of
thought
the
is like
world outside
me
before him.
thinking like about
Let
how
me
many
wake
people are
up,
dead
he thought to himself.
in
And
the
from
fucking
this
Wheel of
moment,
Fortune or something.
I wish it to be over.
all the laughter that you
Let me
hear
go
in
back
your
to my
head, people.
job. Let me continue
Yeah,
pushing the
that's
buttons.
those are more intrusive
Please,
thoughts.
it's all I want.
Uh,
I thought intrusive thoughts were
I
more
want
along the
my
lines of
apartment
like
and my
whenever you
wife
you're like
and my job.
at an edge and there's like a
All I
voice that just
want is
randomly
my
tells you
life
just jump,
exactly the way it's
jump
always
off,
been.
see what happens,
My life
or
is
like stick your
normal.
hand in a blender,
I
but
am
like you don't
normal.
mean it though. They're just
yeah,
thoughts
I'm
yeah,
that
the,
kind of
going
the
to
good
like
old call
fly.
to void. I get that a lot
I am
when I'm in a car with someone, and
fair.
not as the driver, like as the passenger. It's like, dude, I can just grab that wheel right now and
I do
just
that a lot with
yank it.
ledges, and I'm the type of person who's
Please,
like
someone
super
wake me up. My name is
afraid
Stanley.
of
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
super
just
afraid of
someone
random
tell
heights.
me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I?
See, that's the
Who am
difference between
I?
Bitch Boy Stanley and
And
myself.
everything went black.
Stanley needs to be told he's real, whereas I don't really care. I think
This
therefore
is
I
the
am sort of
story
deal.
of a
It's like,
woman
ah, yeah,
named
whatever. I'm real
Mariella.
enough for me.
I know I'm not real.
Mariella woke up on a day like
I'm
any
really a
other.
Nazi.
She arose, got dressed,
Whoa,
gathered her belongings,
really?
and walked to her
Finally,
place
Hold
of
up.
work. But on
confirmed.
this particular day, her walk was
Oh, look at I'm
interrupted by
dead.
the body of a man who had stumbled through town
This looks
screaming
like
to
a
himself,
cutscene that would be
then
in a
collapsed
fucking
dead on the sidewalk.
Gary's mod
And
like
although she would soon turn
compilation.
Yeah,
to
honestly,
stone,
yeah, it's like one of the
for
first things I
just a
thought when I
few
first saw
brief
it.
moments, she considered the strange
This
man.
is my shit.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel
Me when I see
better.
dead people and
Then she remembered the
I
meeting she had
Mary
scheduled
comes
for
back.
that
Oh
day.
no.
The very important
Hello,
people
Mary.
whose impressions of her would affect her
I'm
career,
pretty sure we died.
and by extension, the rest of her life.
Yeah, Stanley's a
She
big
had
dead.
no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow, she even called the police. What a bitch. When you see a dead body and in the middle of the street, like or in the middle of the daytime like that, you call the police. Now, if it's at nighttime, maybe there's some sketchy shit. Maybe you don't call the police. Maybe you just mind your business because you don't want to end up dead. Yeah, but
All of his co-workers were gone.
not
What
good.
could it mean?
Henlo as
Decided to go
well.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
How you
simply
doing,
missed
Mary?
a memo.
Oh, new content. Hey,
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
let's go see what new content is.
Hell yeah. I love new content.
Please inject new content into my veins, please. I came back to a death scene. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As
Yeah,
you
you're
may
welcome.
know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it around 2014,
After receiving
2015.
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
Yeah, I got it
reimagining of
in
the game for consoles
2013
and home
on
computers.
PlayStation.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I don't know about the world over, but yeah, good enough, I guess.
Please step
We're back
inside
again,
and see
multi-tab
what
problem.
thrilling
Fair
new
enough.
adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Alright,
Oh,
time to
well,
see
this
what new shit
sounds
we can get.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing
Okay, hopefully there's
special yet,
hookers.
but
I'm
sure
really
it's
hoping
just
for
the
hookers.
beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
No more dead Stanley, please. Technically, I could do that one path I tried to do earlier and actually have him die this
Is it
time.
broken? What's
But yeah,
going on here?
uh,
Should we be moving somewhere?
oh,
Oh,
there we
there
go.
we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been
New
more
content.
ready. Let's do it.
Oh god, this is gonna be like the Mario
I have
stairs
to
where it just
say,
keeps going and
initial
going and going.
impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I do find it funny that this is completely flipped on its head. The idea that like now the narrator is like wanting you to like super giddy about you doing shit and like narrating like the adventure because he's not the one controlling it, whereas he controlled all the other ones.
All right. All right, let's see. It's
The jump
the
circle.
jump circle.
Dude, we can jump. Nice. Yo, I can jump in. I could be in the circle and jump out of the circle. Holy shit. This is really revolutionizing gaming, I'll tell you what. I don't have any legs to jump with, but you know, we're jumping somehow. Do we use the last jumps? One jump's remaining. Do we do it? I'm scared. Alright, we're gonna do it. Look at the fucking pixels that aren't even here. This game is trash. Terrible graphics. 9 out of 10 though, because that jump circle was, oh boy, was that content.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It'll be the funniest. I imagine there is more content, and it's also going to be just as stupid as that. But it would be absolutely hilarious if that was literally the only thing that changed.
Just elevators and
See a fucking jump circle.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30
Well, actually, no.
trillion.
Reading the
You could put
dictionary
that
would
on the
not be
books.
20
The
hours of new
Stanley
content,
Parable
because that
Ultra
content already
Deluxe.
exists in the
I'll measure
dictionary, stupid.
1,000 hours of new content, and oh wait, there's more.
That's all the narrator
Very
wants,
good.
huh?
Yes.
Please tell me there's a
I
second
knew
jump
there had to
circle.
be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Jump Circle 2. I've
Yeah.
been waiting for this.
The jump square.
Oh,
Thank you
See
for
it?
enjoying the new gun.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see,
Okay,
Stanley,
literally just is the
this is
fucking
what
circle.
happens when greedy video game
All that.
developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What
Yeah,
quality
good old test
assurance
trophy.
department
Please
signed
ignore.
off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to
I think
find
this is
these
actually
people
how
on
you get the
Twitter
test
and
trophy.
hold them personally accountable.
I have no idea how you get
It's
this
my
next
fault, Stanley.
trophy.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I refuse to
frills,
reset the game.
no gimmicks. Just you and me having a
Resetting the
good
game
time
is for
together like
cowards, even though I
always.
closed
What do you say?
closed off the PlayStation earlier. Oh, he's forcing me to restart. What the fuck? How dare you? You don't.
Nobody forces me to restart except me.
Oh, it is different. No. What the fuck? Oh, so apparently this isn't. I gotta do more shit to get the test trophy.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want
Dude,
to
we're
show
venting?
you something.
Sussy, sussy, sussy.
Coffee nut. Okay, so I guess the narrator is confirmed coffee nut. He did what to his coffee?
What about his coffee?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe
Yeah, I
content
remember how
turned out
cheap
to
and
be? It got me
unsatisfying it
thinking
was.
about the past.
It's more
How much
unsatisfying
better
than me
the
to my
Stanley
wife.
Parable used to be. So
Unfortunately.
I made something special
My
and
regards
tucked
to
it
you.
away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh
Just
boy.
our little secret. Take a look.
Me and when the narrator actually feels bad for me and he makes me new content.
Thank you, narrator.
I
Yo,
call it
it's a
the
fucking field.
memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Okay, wouldn't this
Experiences
be kind of
like the
dope to be able
launch
to
of
do
the
that though?
Stanley Parable on
Like, I mean,
PC.
you don't want to live in the past, but like being able to relive like like moments of your life, like super cool moments.
Be pretty sick.
Yeah, as long as you don't like sit there forever, because I could see some people just, like the loser who's like fucking 40 and he just relives his high school like days over and over and over again. It's like, but
You
an
see,
occasional
Stanley,
moment or two
doesn't
would
the
be nice.
memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
With the
Remember
cheap
back in
PlayStation
October
4,
of
alright.
2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Buy on pressurized gas or download the demo. Yo, that's a Mozilla Firefox startup page. Hell yeah. Shout out to Mozilla Firefox. Like I say, I do enjoy this member berries of like oh fuck, this is back when this game was cool. Yo, they
Back
even
when
got Mr.
clicking
Krabs'
were
$1 millionth
hilarious.
dollar. Nice. Bits of music, the Stanley Parable. Do they even sell their music?
I really don't know. I only remember a couple of tunes from the game.
Oh, look. They immortalized their unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. That's good.
How do you
Go
get it?
outside, don't play the game for 5 years. Yeah, they immortalized their two most pain in the ass fucking Steam achievements. The New York Times, new video game releasing today. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it looked like. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor.
50% off designer hats, though.
Yeah, it's pretty bug. Oh, hey, look at that memory. That's when I died earlier.
Yes, the memory of my own death.
Yep. Can we not relive that memory, please? In loving memory, little Stanley. Oh, I can crouch. What the fuck? Yeah, shout out to little Stanley not being alive.
Rip, little Stanley. You might
How
be missed.
are you telling me these measly flowers can hold me back?
Weaker than flowers.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this
Oh boy,
stunning triumph
reviews.
of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Oh, Jim's. Ah, nice.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and
This is
then
how old this
succeeds to
is.
be
This is back when
every
Jim
game
Sterling was
ever
actually still a
created."
fucking
Did you hear that, Stanley?
still with
Every game ever created. That's
Destructoid.
how
Holy shit.
grand and all-encompassing the
That's a
original
Yep.
lot.
Stanley Parable
I don't even
was.
think I've ever
It
read a
was
single
literally
Destructoid
every
like
game
article
ever
ever.
created. It was Skyrim.
I'm
It
not
was
sure what
Persona
Destructoid
3.
is.
It was all of them.
It's like
And
a game
now
website, like game
it's
review
nothing.
website thing.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable
I mean, it might be
anymore.
also just pop
It's
culture in
just a
general, but
husk
definitely has
of
a
marble,
huge game
a
slant.
lifeless
Actually, that's a
husk
Twitch
with
emote.
an hour of new elevator content.
I'll post it in the thing. That's been a Twitch global emote forever.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Shout out to James Stephanie Sterling for making it into
Just sirloin.
no Sterling. Sterling. James Stephanie Sterling. Not that because that sounds like a fat joke, but you know. Do I go down though? What's down here? Oh, the maintenance. Okay, yeah, carry on. Original.
Nothing original about it, buddy.
Fucking shut up, Peach.
What?
Don't ruin this for me. Peach just leaves the call immediately.
No,
Here's
but I'm gonna
another
leave
moving
grab
passage,
Warhead.
this time
Oh,
from
look, GameSpot.
GameSpot.com.
Hello, Platinum
The
Serpent.
Stanley Parable is both a
Oh,
rich
they
and
only
stimulating
GameSpot only gave him a
glimpse
9
into
out
the
of 10.
nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices
So
I've
this is just
ever
them
been
fucking blowing
confronted with in a
themselves.
game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it,
Here's
Stanley?
all our
The
really good
game was
review.
perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to
Platinum
do
Serpent.
was
Hello, it's been
transport
a
it in
minute. How you doing,
pristine
Serpent?
condition along to the PlayStation.
I'm trophy
Boom!
hunting the
Done.
Stanley
And they
Parable
couldn't
Ultimate
leave it
Deluxe
at that.
or Ultra
Couldn't
Deluxe.
resist the
So,
urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
also, I'm checking out the new content because, you know, like why not, right? I played a bunch of this on Steam, like the original game, and obviously now that this is like an updated version, it's like might as well, right? Oh fuck, the serious room. This is where we get the most serious.
I'm back. What I missed?
Yeah. Uh, Serpents here, catching trophy hunting, and I don't know, they got a 9 out of 10. And for some reason, I'm not allowed into the
What? You
serious
got a
room.
9 out of 10? What?
I don't know how the fuck to get out of here, actually.
You walk out. Easy.
Oh, you just go back
These
through?
were
That's kind
simpler
of okay.
times, Stanley.
I thought there would be
But
a
I
way to
wouldn't
continue.
give to go back to
Oh,
have
the
it
maintenance
all
room. Okay.
over again.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's
Cold
this? What's down
drinks.
here?
All right, what do we got for cold drinks? Okay, we have three waters.
I'll
I
take a water.
assume.
Water.
Okay, do you want the first water, the second water, or the third water?
The second water. Middle water is always the best water.
Okay, fair enough. There's also yellow drink, purple drink, which I assume is a grape. Blue and red drink and green drink. I'm gonna take a guess that green drink is probably like a Sprite or a 7-Up sort of thing. Maybe
That's
Sierra
pretty good.
Mist. Uh, Blue and red, I'm gonna guess is Pepsi.
Blepsy and
And then I don't know what yellow is. Maybe a lemonade. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the lemonade. Boop.
lemonade's good.
Anyway.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for
Hell
the
yeah,
collection
we're
of
gonna get to the shit
games.
reviews
I
now. Let's
haven't looked
go.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting
My
down
favorite
here.
reviews.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, this is
Yeah, I can
pressurized
hardly
gas,
get to play this
Steam.
game to
I
save my
just got
life.
the joke.
The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue
So they
proving
put
to be more
they put the shitty
irritating than
reviews.
entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Dude, imagine having your review, especially your negative review, put in the game. It's like, I didn't like this game because like the narrator just droned on and on, and it's
You
like,
just kept
well,
talking and never shut the fuck up.
which to be fair, that's a fair criticism. Like, if you don't like the narrator, you're not gonna like Stanley Parable.
Yeah, that's an automatic like.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, what other reviews do we have? They have a bunch of other reviews, but
Okay,
yeah, a
let's
lot
see
of
what
them are
this
like
one says. While we're
pixelated,
here
so you
for
can't actually
games
see what they
then,
are.
for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
You're not
You can
preachy,
tell
you're
me if I'm
peachy.
preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh,
Huh,
goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
it's me.
I always, look, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
I don't even know what
I
terse
can't
means
remember
there,
how
Mr.
much fluff
Narrator. You're
I
gonna have
cut
to
from the game to get it to
slow it
feel
down
as
a little bit for me.
imaginary as it, well,
That's a bit
could be.
too.
But
It's
maybe
a
it
bit of a
wasn't.
big of a word.
Oh dear.
It's not big,
What an
it's just
awful
posh.
memory to have to hold on to. These
Bit
black
of a word.
marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Yeah, you really let
Perhaps
down
the Stanley Parable
Noodles
isn't quite as sterling as
Chaff
I always remembered.
with a goat picture. I believe that's a goat. It might be a deer. Actually, it's a deer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I think it's a lamb. I think it's a
it
lamb.
might be some sort of four-legged creature that's furry.
Kind of furry.
Me and furries. Yeah, leave it to a furry to leave a bad review. It's fucking pieces of shit.
Furries with me.
Okay, this one's sunk in the
What's this
river.
one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his
Cookie Nine, the
long-winded
penguin.
explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think
There is
maybe
actually a skip button
if I'm
now.
truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes,
I'd do
a skip
anything for
button
the
we
customer,
shall
Stanley.
have.
I'd sell crack if I needed to.
And
Warren,
here
it's
it
too
is.
strong.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for.
I'm not gonna hit the
very
button.
proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
No, I'm gonna let him
If
ramble.
people want silence, then by goodness, that's what
Ow.
they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story.
So he's just gonna repeat it, but I want to hear it at least one
by
way through.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see.
I already put down the
blah, blah,
controller
blah,
like a
blah,
minute
blah,
ago.
blah, 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 We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until
I'm gonna take this opportunity to play my mobile game real
logic
quick.
of elimination were
I'm
for
still
backwards,
reading that.
deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably
Okay, so there we go. It actually has started to loop. Alright.
at which time everything
I
all
just
at
gotta do
once.
something real
So
quick and then
now you
I'll
see,
skip
blah
past
blah
this
blah
shit.
blah 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 blah
Alright, here we go.
We've eaten too much and it can't be just. Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue
I wonder
full of
if, and I'm
unnecessary
not gonna check
verbal
it out, but I do
flourishes
wonder if
and
it actually
lengthy
would have stopped
ruminations on the
looping if
nature
you
of
would have
choice
waited
in
several
video
minutes.
games. Of course,
Hmm.
I happen to
It's
believe
hard to know
it
with
was
this type of
perhaps
game.
one
This
of
game
my
would
more
absolutely do that.
profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by
Dude, he's doing
articulating
the
a
rambling
choice
thing
you've
with like the
already made,
college
you bring that choice into
where you
being,
have to
then by making no choice and saying
yeah,
nothing,
like you're trying to
that
fill
will
the
not
page
simply
limit and you
erect
say a
into the
bunch
sanctuary
while
of
saying
time a
absolutely nothing at all.
monument to every
That's what I
person
always
you've
used to
ever
do every
been,
college
making
I did.
every choice to which you've
And
ever
the teacher
given
would
your
ask
free
me
gift of
why
mortal
I'd be
and
like,
yet
don't
timeless
ask me to
thought.
write
Or rather,
something that
to
I can
all
explain
of
to
the
you in
choices
like
you've ever made, in
a
fact, make
paragraph.
you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite.
Because I
You see,
won't.
it could in fact be both of these things at
Swear.
once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around.
Okay, time to skip again.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie Nine will say about this, and
I
whether
can't
they'll edit
wait to
the
see what
reasonably
Cookie Nine will say
pressurized
about
guest
this.
review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
I like the idea that they say
Although I have to
the
admit
correct name for
that after
Destructoid
seeing this exciting new
and
technology at
GameSpot and
work,
shit, but like for
surely
Steam they won't
whoever it
say
is who
Steam, they'll just say
runs
pressurized
pressurized
gas.
gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about
We start
this?
over. How about
From the
this?
ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
He stopped talking. What do I do? I guess I skip. Weird.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of
I'm pretty
time
sure
the
it's
button
better
has
than
been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last
fucking
one was,
voice lines.
well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
I
It's
skipped
not
45 minutes into the
unendurable by any means,
into the
but
thing.
there's really only
This
so
is
much I
just
can
the
ramble
Adam
on
Sandler
about,
movie
so
Click
I
all
know
over
it's
again.
shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door
Oh
that
fuck,
led
we
into
lost
this
the
room?
door.
I do feel quite certain that there was
I don't
one
think we
here
needed that.
before.
I think we're good.
How else would we have gotten
I
into
guess
the
we're
room
gonna
in
have
the
to
first
skip in
place?
time
I
until
don't
the
think
wall
one can enter a
deteriorates.
room without a door of some sort or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
I mean, I feel like we could just break the
Sufficiently
lights and
large
try to get out
crack
that
in the
way, maybe.
wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
This feels
I
like the Rick
swear
and
there
Morty
was.
dialogue.
Where did it go?
Don't press the skip
Are
button,
you
oh
going to
boy. Make sure you
just
walk away from that
ram
skip
your
button.
way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking
We're gonna
you to
have to
work
skip.
with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
I'll wait for
I'm
him
going
to
to
say
step
a little bit
away for
more.
just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Look, I believe in you,
You
narrator,
just
but I
need
want to skip to
not
the part
do
where you
anything.
actually did
Don't
that.
press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
Don't
Got
fucking
it?
do it, chat.
Yes,
I'm gonna do it.
good. I'll be right back.
He's gone. Hit the button.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen
12
there.
hours.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God,
Okay,
there's
well,
no
here's the
way out
problem,
of the
right?
room.
You couldn't figure a
Stanley,
way out
the
of the
door is
room
gone. It's completely
in
gone.
12 hours.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just
wouldn't be
you
able to figure that out.
and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no
We're just
idea
gonna
how
have to
long
go
I'll
until it
remain to sit
deteriorates, man.
here.
Eventually
And
the
more
wall
than
will fall.
anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
Here's what you do to convince me otherwise.
And it's all
You
because
fucking
of
open
those
the door, you
reviews.
whore.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea
Shout out to
who
Cookie
they
Nine,
are.
dude. They're getting the
Or
most
did
free
they really
advertisement
meet
I've
you?
ever
But
seen in my life.
here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The
See who
merest
this piece of
mention
shit
one of
is.
my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Why?
You know, Cookie Nine
What's
could probably get a
I
good
can't
amount
help
of views
myself.
if they just
I can't stop myself
upload
from
a YouTube
lashing out
video.
with a
Cookie
vengeful
Nine
fury
plays
to
Stanley Parable
anything
Ultra
attempting to
Deluxe.
break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this
That's probably a
one person
guaranteed
who
like
hasn't made a
50,000 view
single
video at least.
negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening.
It's not like
If
Stanley
only I
talks. You're
held
kind of
my
always
power.
stuck alone there, you little piece of
It's
shit.
all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone.
It'll make you suffer as soon as you stop talking there, Sugar Lips.
Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, no, no.
This is a nice
I know
plant.
too well. You'll be
Good
moving
graphics.
me. Oh, my God.
Actually,
And it's all because of
the
those
branch part of
reviews.
it's kind of weird, but
Those
like the leaves
reviews
and
that
the
I couldn't
dirt,
get
pretty
out of
good.
my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me?
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh look,
My
the plant,
goodness.
the
So
leaves are
good to talk to you
dying now.
again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or
The
2
lights
weeks.
are out, nice.
I've been sitting here
Well,
all
except for
day,
one.
just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
You know, I think
It isn't, Stanley.
because
It
this
isn't the
content's
same at
also
all.
going to be like
It
the
isn't even
content from the beginning.
close.
I don't think I'm going to
Because
cut out
I
that
know
one
you
like I thought I
can't
was going
hear
to.
me once you
A
push
lot of
that
it's just
button.
sitting around and waiting
That's
for
what I'm realizing now,
dipshit to
Stanley.
shut up.
I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the
I do
vessel
enjoy
I
it, but
needed,
in terms of
Stanley.
like
Not the outcomes, not the story. None of
probably
that
not the best
matters
stream
anymore.
game, I
I'll
guess.
give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to
Very
the ground.
strange.
One
It's very good
single
for like
thing I
first
need, and
impression.
God, I can see now that I need
Yeah.
it more than anything, is to
You know what else
know
is very
that
good?
someone else is taking it in. These
What?
words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, there may
What,
be
Peach? You didn't,
it means
no
I'm real.
cursing?
Maybe
Okay.
I'm not just a fiction. Was
I
I
think that's like
scared
a
of that
5-minute
all
redeem,
along?
right?
Perhaps.
Uh,
Perhaps I've been scared this
Yeah,
whole
I'm sure,
time. But if
probably.
I stop speaking, I
Yep,
slip
cool.
backwards
Alright,
into
no more
silence
cursing
and
for me.
concealment.
I'm family friendly
I
from
can't be
now
taken
on.
by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and
It's
me.
hard to
When you press
curse
that
when you
button,
see this
you're
man
still right there.
falling
But I
down a pit of
know
despair
you're
and
so
there's nothing you can
tremendously
do to
far
stop
away.
it.
And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. And I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and
And who
decaying.
does
I
this
can tell
person
I am becoming
voice
less
act in
and
anything
less
else?
real.
Because
Yet
man,
this
they're
now
quite good.
I am alive.
Got a
I
very,
am
very good voice
truly
for
and
this.
completely
A lot of
here. I am a
emotional
being.
expression
I
as
am
well.
someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The
Yeah, you are
emptiness
being
between us
recognized,
has
Mr.
collapsed,
Narrator.
and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
I mean, it's kind of hard to
You can
cast
see
shadows
what
onto
this
the wall
means,
here when there's
can't
only
you?
one working
I'm so
live,
clear
but
about it now,
you feel
Stanley.
free to do
I
you
feel
there,
as
Narrator.
certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next
Yes, I
time.
will press the
What a
button. As
terrible
soon as your
burden
dialogue
strokes
loops,
through
I'm
my
gonna press
mind to
that
think
button
of it.
there.
To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let
what
us
did
sit
dialogue
in
mean?
silence together here for just a moment.
Well, then I guess we'll
Let
be
us
sitting here for the
anticipate
next
it.
few hours.
Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
So,
now it's just
welcome
darkness.
again,
Okay.
welcome. I
There we
have
go.
had time to think about you and about us and about
Okay,
everything
all the
we've
leaves are
been
dead
through.
now.
I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the
It's
longest
literally
time
is just the plot of Click.
days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to
You ever
undo
seen
the
that movie?
past. And when that
Click, is
feeling
that the
had
one
begun
where
to
you,
subside,
can,
what
like,
took
where
its
you
place
control
is
everything,
what I
like
can
in
only
life with the right
describe
remote
as the
control?
collapse
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
every moment
Yeah,
I
the
have
Sandler
ever
one.
experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do
I was about to
nothing
make
but
a
wallow
joke
in
that
it for what
included the
felt
F
like an
word, but
eternity for what
I
I
suppose
now
we
know was
shouldn't.
far less. You see,
I guess
it was
you
a
can't.
revelation for
Can't
me.
do that,
It
buddy.
was unlike
I
anything
was
I had
gonna
ever
say
known. It was a space without
just
consequence,
make
without
intimate
action or outcome.
times with each
It was
other.
divorced entirely from the question of free
Since these
will
two
that
seem,
you
or
and I
since
have squabbled over
narrator
for
seems to
so
be
long.
talking about me so
There
much.
could be no one ending, no
You
singular
talk about
outcome
me
of
so much.
events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I
So
saw
after
that I
sitting
could
here
allow
for a
myself
year,
to
I felt
exist along
free.
all timelines,
And now you're
and
gonna
that
leave me
each of
again
them
for
was
maybe 10
simply
years.
a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the
I'll end the stream
equanimity of
once
the
we actually
moment,
get to like
both
the end screen
singular
of this,
and
but I
collective.
have to wonder how
For the
much this
longest
actually
time,
continues.
this was my experience. And
Who
then
knows?
this moment
This
passed,
game really
and
loves
the
to
most
pull some random ass
unyielding
shit out of
fear
the chat.
I have ever known crept into my mind. And
I'll
it
at
is
least
this
keep you on for
sensation
another 30
that I have
minutes,
been
I guess, if
experiencing
it ends up
now
taking
for
that long.
longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do
I
something
waited till this
marvelous,
went on sale with
but
like half
merely
off, and I was
to
like, hell
state
yeah.
for you the plain fact of this
Gotta save
manner
that
of
damn
existence.
coin.
I wish you to feel
Yeah.
afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you
Oh,
as well.
does that
Perhaps you
count as a
will
curse in
somehow,
that
in some
sort of
way, have to
sense?
live as I do now, And I wish for you to know
We'll
how
let it slide.
excruciating it is, and for
It's a
you to be in
place.
true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing,
We'll
perhaps it will
reset it.
bring me the
104. We're gonna
smallest
go till
remnant
109.
of peace in the darkness.
Okay. Well, now that he mentioned being in the darkness, we gotta trade into the darkness yet again. Oh, the narrator's not even here anymore. Is he perhaps dead? Is he perhaps Sans Undertale in disguise?
Da-da-da-da.
It's just a theory. Alright, I'm gonna hit skip button again because apparently nothing's happening. Is that a fire alarm? That's concerning. Is my hit of the button causing a wire malfunction, perhaps?
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't like come to bite me in some sort of place.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
I
It
believe
wasn't
there are
enough.
jokes
They
in
had
this
to
game.
leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment.
He's finally off the deep
But of
end.
course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And
See,
then,
the funniest
because
thing
it was
is, like, in
said,
the beginning,
because
it
it was
lets you skip
spoken,
it, so,
now
like,
it
and
simply
not like this
has
type
to
of skip.
happen. The most
There's actually
immediate
a skip button.
desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every
So,
moment
even
in
though they're
time.
making a
If
big deal about the skip
someone
button
wants
here,
it,
it's
then
like
it's a
they actually
crime
have,
not to
like, the
bring it
normal
into
one that
being.
people want.
Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do
That
so?
is the only skip button I
Yes!
feel like is actually nice
Yes,
to have,
it
is the one in the
seems
very
that this
beginning,
is
because it's
now
the
the
same
world we
dialogue every
live in.
time.
It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must
I
speak
mean, my
to who
entertainment
we are
represents
as
me for
people.
the fact
For
that I'm
otherwise,
making
without our
entertainment
entertainment,
for
we have nothing. Without
some sort of
entertainment, we
audience
would have to
somewhere,
face inward toward the cruel
ideally.
bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper
That's where
nature and
entertainment derives.
find a
Portraying
resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require
Imagine the
that our
pitch meeting. Okay, we're
amusements,
gonna
our
have you just
playthings,
go
and our
completely
flights of
insane
fancy be so
over a negative
repulsively
review.
captivating that they
Steve.
consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful
Yeah,
mirror to the
humanity's pretty
human
pot.
spirit
You
they
take that
project.
back,
I'm
narrator.
not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for
At least the
reasonable,
fire alarm's not
thinking,
going off
active
anymore.
discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to
We have
say
to sign a
something.
progress
Maybe
to
they
some
were just
degree.
jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment.
Oh,
And
yeah,
my,
definitely the
how
reviews are the
good
ones for
does
the
it
bitter
feel now to
resentment, not
speak
the
truth to these words,
British
to
man
finally
going
allow
on a
these thoughts out,
30-minute
contained and
schizo
managed for so
post.
long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think,
I don't know why
to
they
feel.
rephrase that. Was really funny.
It must be that they were so discontent with themselves that they couldn't help but leave a negative review on pressurized gas. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters,
Oh, the
and their
clock fell over.
constitution and
No.
willpower are so
It's not even
ironclad
moving
in
anymore.
comparison. Perhaps it was
Rip
this
the
state that they
clock.
sought some outlet through
Pouring
which
out
to
for my
tear
homie, the
me
clock.
down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be
Hold on, I got it.
to be filled with yucks and whimsical humor.
A gypsy sad
But
for
they
the
didn't
clock.
understand the game was never meant to be funny.
Oh, there we go. Now we're back on the thing. This makes me just think of those TikToks that, like, in the YouTube shorts where they just decide, like, we're gonna start, we're gonna end a sentence in a way that starts in the beginning, so people sit there and watch it over and over again before they realize they've been had. Like trying to make that perfect loop. Anyway, okay, I don't hear anything, so we're gonna keep going.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I don't think it's the end.
You have to like,
One
you have to
more
wait for the button to come back alive. Oh, hey, look at the wall finally. Oh, the ceiling broke free. Or it fell down. It's weird to say broke free because that makes it sound like it had like a mind of its own. The ceiling fell down, so the wall is partially broken. I cannot climb on it yet, but my idea was correct. Assume we will be able to escape this nightmare. Also, the cursing thing, I've done the 5 minutes, so, fuck. Just for no reason, just artistic statement. Anyway, we can see the sunlight, that's good. We can get out of here. Oh, there's a ladder here. I feel like we should be using that to escape, but, who am I to judge Stanley? Oh boy, it's starting to grow over. It's going to turn to The Last of Us here soon.
Oh, a different game.
Okay, and now it's all gone. I don't know if, like, we're too far in the future, or is it, like, maybe winter, or, like, what?
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't even get it at this point. Yeah, I was gonna say there has to be something different. Oh, hey, look, it finally... The building itself collapsed a bit. I had a feeling this would happen. The end of time.
Hell yeah.
Let me get behind it.
Dude.
Let me get on top of the building. Wow, fake game. You thought Cookie 9 reviews was bad. Wait till you see GD Gypsy's review. Got the...
What is it gonna say?
It's gonna say, I couldn't even climb the destroyed building in Ultra Deluxe. Ultra Deluxe, more like Ultra Dumb. Two stars.
Dummy terrible.
The end is never the end, is never the end. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading new. Oh, hey, we back in the original?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hey, we did it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
So I ran. I jumped out the back window. But your daddy, he was waiting with the 2x4.
But you can, though. That's the thing you can do.
What, in the beginning area?
Yeah.
Oh, new content. There's even more new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. So this is additional new content that was not here prior to. Oh boy, we're gonna get more of the jump circle.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should...
I don't think the new content's disappointing. I mean, the jump circle probably could have had an extra joke or two thrown in, but whatever.
One step even
I feel like it should have
further.
been a jump
Which is
triangle.
why
Could have
I'm very proud to
could have really
announce for the
changed things
first
up
time
and like
ever
you know.
the Stanley Parable
Not what I meant,
2.
but alright. Okay, Stanley Parable 2, baby. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you
Oh
see,
wow,
isn't
427.
this far superior to a measly
That's my favorite
port with
number.
a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could
Taste
go
the
in so
sequel.
many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yes, I'm fan. I have asked for this.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an
I feel
artistic
like I'm getting
statement
advertised
right
to.
there. It's future oriented.
They're trying to
It
sell you a whole
screams
different game,
progress and
Gypsy. Tell 'em
innovation
no,
and
Gypsy.
long-term
Tell 'em
franchising
no.
New
potential.
content is out. New content part 2 is in. Cool red section of chart. Boring section of the chart. New hotness. Old plus busted. Alright. More tablespoon, better tablespoon. Unless TSP means something else. There's a teaspoon? Maybe that's I don't know the difference on how they're written. I should, but whatever. Yeah, bunch of mumbo jumbo bullshit. Yo, look at the different logos. Okay, time to rate the logos. So this is the first one. Solid, I like it. The second one looks like it's Mafia. The third one looks like it's going for an Uncharted vibe. The fourth one is something, but I can't tell what exactly. The fifth one there is definitely that Resident Evil thing. Uh,
Thanks for attending my meeting.
yeah, yeah. I think this one's the best one.
Let's stick to the original. Stands out.
It looks nice. It makes it,
Now,
straight
to
to
be
the point.
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I
Okay, what
figured
features we
that if
got
I
there,
can
Mr.
loosely
Narrator?
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
That's
And
a
they're good.
that's a pretty good list. Sequels are good. It's
Aladdin
like
2, Return of Jafar.
yeah, that's the one that made me start laughing. I, to be honest, I think it's a good movie. It's not as good as the original, but it's good. I like it. I also like the idea of Batman Arkham Asylum too. Then they had to put in quotation city. To be
I
fair,
didn't even
city
like
city
process
is
that.
pretty
Like
good.
my brain did not process that shit.
The prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Oh shit, okay. Inception. Okay, red carpet time. Let's go. And then a bus brings in a studio audience. Hell yeah.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay,
Definition new content.
let's try the new features. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Alright, let's do it. Here, your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first
Road to the
obvious
perfect button.
answer
Too
is
big,
that
too
they want to
small.
be
Just
individually
right.
recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind,
Yeah, I agree.
my first addition to the game is
That
this
is just right.
button, which speaks the name of the person playing the
I don't know. The
game.
big button seems kind of
Isn't
fun.
that wonderful?
This is just gonna say Stanley, isn't it? Have you played this content?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you did. I didn't check
I
out a whole
stream it.
lot of stream. I saw you stream it. I didn't know if you like did all of it or not.
Yeah, I
Also,
did. I did like I did this entire section, I believe.
yeah, I I didn't want to spoil myself, so I jumped out as soon as you started streaming new shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, I should have
My problem.
clarified. Right now, the button only says the name
I'm
Jim.
offended, but
But
I
of
still
course, in the
care
final
about it.
game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the
Imagine
full
if my
experience
name
of
really
this
was
feature.
Jim. That'd be
Just
wild.
play along. I
Jim.
promise you'll love it.
Okay, anyway,
Okay, here we
hi,
go.
welcome
Let's
back
take
to
a
GD
deep
Jim.
breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and
Uh,
simply
I'm your
become
boy
the
Jim
person
here
named
with
Jim.
the Jimmiest
I
gameplay you'll
want
ever
you to
see.
imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Yeah, I'll be
falling
sleeping
in
with Jim.
love
Hell
and
yeah.
being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as
Imagine being a
Jim,
meth addict
watching
as
your
Jim.
dreams crumble into dust.
Ooh.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you
Imagine
ready
getting
to
canceled
be
on Twitter
Jim
as
right
Jim.
now? If so, then please
Hell
step
yeah.
forward and press
Imagine
the
writing a
button.
bad review on Steam as Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it
Is there
would
anyone on the
still be
team
worth
named
the
Jim?
money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
Jim.
validation.
I just have to wonder if that's like an inside joke on like one of the actual people that work on the game or a voice act. Yeah, maybe the narrator or something. Or if it's just like we just chose a random name.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, well, a good idea to have an epilogue. That's probably a pretty good idea. Free new plus easy trophy. Yo, hell yeah. Alright. I don't know if I went the wrong way. Let's go to the free trophy first. That's me holding a trophy.
Is that Stanley?
I don't know, actually.
He's
But
wearing the
here,
same clothes.
hold on, I got this. Damn it. I hate when I try to fuck with things in OBS and it doesn't work the way I need it to. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Hi. Here's me with a trophy. Glad to be here.
Congratulations, dude. You did it. You got the trophy. Easy trophy, honestly.
Yeah,
All the
I
average
didn't have to put in any work at all.
none needed.
That's it.
All skill.
All skill, no thrill, baby.
Same.
Actually, if you can notice, um, actually, I should probably take my big ass face out of the way so that people actually can notice.
Wrath of the Elder Gods.
Let's do it a little bit lower. Actually, you know what? No, we'll leave it where it is. We want to show a little bit of skin.
Club Wrath of the Elder Gods.
Okay, anyway. I think it's all gold trophies, which is actually pretty pog for a video game.
So no platinums at all.
Well, no, there's a platinum, but like, I mean, like all gold for all the other ones. 11 gold and 1 platinum is like, it's one of the best trophy games I've seen. Now, maybe it's not as quick as some of the other ones, but like JoJo Siwa, you could probably finish quicker. That's all. That's also 11 golds, but extra 4 bronze.
Fucking JoJo
Uh, but,
Siwa.
but Stanley Parable is way better. Edith Finch is also 11, and I mean, it's a good game to be fair. It's a really good game, but I probably like Stanley more. My Little Pony has 10, 3 silvers. It takes it takes 3 silvers to make 1 gold, so it comes out to be pretty much 11
The
golds
crazy
worth of
amount of ridiculous games that you put yourself through just for freaking trophies.
explosion. To be honest, though, like I mean, jokes aside, I end up finding a lot of games I like, not from the recent like the outright games ones, but like a lot of the Telltale games I only tried because of trophies. And I end up liking like every Telltale game that I played. Apparently, it's a couple shit ones, but but like the Game of Thrones one, that got me into the show for Game of Thrones because I wanted to see like the story play out. And then I watched Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, I love it. Except for the last season, a little bit of seventh season, which kind of sucked ass too, but whatever. It got me into Guardians of the Galaxy, like the movies, and then eventually to the rest of the MCU because they had one of those. It got me. I think it got me into The Walking Dead as well, to be honest.
The Walking of Fred.
Like they're good fucking games. Get yours right now. Pull a lever, receive your new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got
That,
left in the
this is
game
how
of
you,
accident?
this is
Well,
how you
I'm developing a
trap
technology
gypsies
to simply
and
give you
cassette
the
traps.
trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully
You
broken,
motherfucker,
and we're
don't you
using
dare.
Stanley.
Don't you
But I
do this to me.
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
God damn it, narrator. This is one thing you don't get to fuck with me on is trophies. Give me the trophy. You piece of shit. Why? Okay, hold on. Is there something different I actually need to do for this?
Try everything.
Okay, the trophies, longest preparation. Da, da, da. The first time you open the game, you're required to input the current time. Same for the second and third time you open the game. This is necessary for the preparation of the trophy. However, you can input anytime you want. Every moment this text shows up, and it can be done at any point during your whole playthrough. However, if the second instance you input the time, you'll notice the text instructs you to do this as actually a conscious character. At the third time, opening the game, a fourth more. Oh, it's four times. So you get like weird configuration bullshit. Fifth time you gotta do bullshit. Okay, so you do the new content thing, then you do the new content thing. Okay, I can come back once it's fixed. Oh god, there's like collectibles I gotta do to unlock it. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Damn it, alright. I'll be back for you. Because I gotta get
This is where the
Stanley
trophy
figurine.
greed leads you, Gypsy.
It's not
This
greed.
is where it takes you.
What else? What
This
other
is not
exhibits
greed.
haven't we seen yet?
Your desires for trophies have led you here.
No screenshots. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Stupid.
It's so silly, dude.
So, how you doing? This is Peach Cam right here.
Peach Cam? I'm fucking sorry. What?
Because you're short.
Oh my god. You guys make it seem like I reach up to your shins, my dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, look. Now you go a little bit higher. You get like mid thigh.
No, come on. Dude. Oh my god.
Actually, no, this could still be Peach Cam. What? Look, you hit just the chest.
In peace and not on my shins.
Alright, anyway.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
No, return it, Mr. Whatever. Oh, dude, we can get merch. Okay, I guess we can't. Fuck me then.
Of common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
I suppose it
It
is, yeah.
engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental
What's your
problem
solution
of
there,
game.
Mr.
It's the
Man,
Stanley
Mr. Narrator?
Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Where's the bucket, though? It's not even
Dropping well
here.
onto
Oh,
the
there it is.
bucket,
All right.
the many
Thank you for answering my
disorienting
question immediately.
contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give me the bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive
As
dissonance. while the
ICP
bucket is
said
in
in
the
the song
arms
Dead
of the
Game,
honest. It's a
standing
much
up on
more
a bucket,
convenient solution for
trying to
me
fuck
than
it.
actually
It was
redesigning
a
the
big
game to be
fucking
less
smelly ass
uncomfortable.
farm llama.
Can you imagine
Damn
what a pain in
dog.
the ass that
How you
would
gonna
be?
diss your
Yes,
mama?
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a
I've never heard ICP before, so that's new to me.
ICP, we're home alone ever since Inner City Ghetto Zone. Now
Can
everybody
you
jumps to
feel
the
it?
Juggalo sound.
The
Fuck
glow
out of
of
here if you ain't
comfort,
down with the clown.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm gonna have you
In
listen to an
fact,
ICP
can
song
I say that I do
later when
believe
we're
the
done here.
bucket lends you an
Obviously, I
element
can't play it on
of despair
stream.
as well? I think that just
Copyright.
holding it has made you the slightest
The
bit more
insane
attractive.
copyright posse.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
That's funny.
All
I
this
bet they
is
actually wouldn't give a
awaits
shit at
you
all.
in the
They
Like
probably
Stanley
the
wouldn't give a
Parable
shit.
too.
Violent J and Silent Bob. No. Sh- Shaggy Two
Every time
Dope and
you
Violent J.
about Insane Clown Posse is random tidbit that will probably get lost in the VOD that nobody will ever like click and be like, remember that time you said at an hour
No,
and
no.
31 minutes?
I'll make it a clip. So what's the deal
No,
with
no, no,
ICP?
don't clip because it doesn't matter.
No,
The
no,
only,
but I
the
probably
only
will.
thing I know about Insane Clown Posse was that they were like pseudo villains in Homestuck.
Nah.
Like
Okay.
not even like a reference to them. Like just actually the Insane Clown Posse. It was
I
really
don't even know
funny.
why I'm taking screenshots. I mean,
Why are you
I was
taking
listening.
screenshots of the thing?
Yeah, it's like he's not even responding to me taking screenshots because there'd be no way for him to know or for the game to know. So like literally, I'm just doing it and I'm gonna end up deleting it later. Like no reason. Anyway, collectibles. Okay.
This would be Stanley.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Hell yeah,
In
real
the
video
Stanley
games, my
Parable
favorite
2,
type.
You'll run around gathering up these miniature
I hate real
Stanley
video games.
figurines.
I like video games
And
that
what's
are fake.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
That's
I
not
know
true.
what
I already read
astounding
ahead. I
crimson
get a reward
joy
for
of
finding
watching
all
the numbers
60.
go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable
Oh, see, he
life.
says hell. The mud wall.
The creature wall.
All right, thank you, Stanley. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Yes, I can.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh God. Okay, so let's see. I'm not gonna look up where they all are, but I just want to know if they're actually in this area or not. 5 more Stanley figurines will be all around the office building. Does it mean this office building, or does it mean the original one?
Do you want to leave into that?
Yes, I do.
The original.
Okay. All right, good. Because otherwise, I was gonna waste my time fucking looking around here for like
Alright,
20.
yeah, I'm glad I told you.
Like I don't consider that a spoiler when it's like not anything story related. Like that's why like I'm cool with having collectible guides usually. Because like whatever, right?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's
Oh,
never
can I
been
throw the
done
bucket in
before
there?
a video game.
No.
This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
You have to keep the bucket forever.
Falling. You can
That's
fall
not true.
until the end
No,
of
it is.
time if you like. A study
You're
of
lying.
video games is
Yes.
When?
You told me that you were average size.
Sign
I would say you walked into that one, but you're too short to walk into.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, I can't get rid of it. Cringe.
Funny coming from Natsu. He's like 2 feet tall. Oh,
That
did you just
is
fall down?
that is
Isn't
true.
that wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions,
Did you
if
just
I
fall
do
down?
say so.
Yeah.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you
This
can
is an
press the
infinite
teleport
hole.
button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Right. I assume he's gonna keep saying things if I just keep falling
Now, I
down.
don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do
Don't
it
be a
on the
bummer.
sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No way you did.
Okay, Stanley.
We're all gonna
I
die
don't know
someday.
quite how to say this tactfully,
True.
but
And
it's possible
I
that
can't
this
wait till
slightly
I'll be on my
exciting
deathbed and be
mechanic
like,
in
I'm
fact
really glad I
works for
waited an
the
extra
hole.
20 minutes on
Is it
the
a very,
infinite
very
hole.
deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely
Me when
deep hole.
I'm,
I
I
don't want
want the
anyone to
infinite
say that it
hole.
isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Well,
Is it infinite? Well,
you need to
that
respect
certainly
women,
depends on your
Peach.
definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
I think it'd be pretty ironic.
Oh, look, there's a bottom.
Okay, well, good for you.
Oh.
You found the bottom of the hole.
New
You
mug.
found me out,
Cool, I'm
Stanley.
glad it's new.
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I
Meeting
think
at
the
2
issue
p.m.
here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me, I want
I
to fall for
figured the hole
infinity. I
was
want
as
to see
deep
the
as
void.
anyone would actually need. Don't you put
Just the
this
two of
on
us. We can
me.
make it if we
Maybe
try.
you're
Just the
the
two of
problem.
us. I'm really glad we have music lyrics in here.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us
Damn, look at
and
all those
agree to
cigarettes.
just call the hole mostly?
I like that you can see a light like way the hell up
If that
there.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm not gonna teleport. I'm done playing your games, Mr. Silly Billy. Are you winning? Yeah, Mary. I fell down the infinite hole and I hit the bottom, so I guess this counts as a
There are
winning.
no winners of Stanley Parable, Mary.
Yeah, there's
There
only
are
survivors.
survivors.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna use this opportunity down here in the hole, and I will be back in like 2, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Peach, entertain yet again, have fun. Tell the rest of the story of
Uh,
your bus story or whatever.
well, Gypsy's leaving. Time to talk. Time to listen to me, Mary. I'm sorry. Well, I currently am trying to figure out. I remember that I have a video to upload, and I feel like I need to go do that. So I'm gonna go do that while I have you guys in the background listening to my annoying little voice. Currently just trying to figure out how I do this because apparently I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I'm slow and I forgot. So it's gonna go up soon. Alright. So Peach is echoing like he's the one stuck in a well. I am stuck in the well. Why would I be echoing? I think it's because maybe he left the microphone entertain. I'm trying. I'm trying. I think because he maybe left my microphone or his microphone next to the TV. I think he has everything playing out like or next to the computer, playing out the speakers or something, and that's why you can hear me twice. I can't hear his stream. Actually hold on, let me turn that on. Hello. Oh, I can't hear myself echoing. Maybe I'm just nuts. Who knows? But yes, I'm currently working on doing a couple of things right now. Maybe I'm just the one who's wrong, Mary. Ignore me. Okay, so first I gotta go to Video Producer, which will allow me to download a clip that I need for my channel. First we go to Video Producer. And then we go to Clips. Obviously, almost every single one of these clips is just some kind of silly little joke. This one is a classic, though. Not anymore. Okay, maybe the echo was just like a temporary thing, Mary. I don't know why I was echoing. Who knows? It's a grand old mystery when it comes to these streams. I have 20k points on Gypsy's channel points. Apparently, I've been here for a while. I have a lot of points. Oh, huh. Maybe I should. Oh, okay, I'm gonna suggest a thing. I'm gonna suggest a thing once Gypsy comes back. See if he's all for it. How you been, Mary? How you been doing? Hopefully good. Sleeping? Hopefully. That's some good water. I have 13.4k. Nice. You probably used more often than I do. Oh man, that is perfect. Gotta download that. Dude, I have not done anything with clips in a long time for my channels. Like I have not like really updated any clips at all. Like I wish I was more thorough with it, but man, is it hard. Like being consistent with uploading every day is super difficult, and I wish I didn't have to do it. But how else are you supposed to grow? I've been sleeping lots. Okay, good. I know I spend too much time with Rye, and they stream at the same time. Ah, fair enough.
I'm back.
Fair enough.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Great. Now, I'm very
You have now
excited to show you
teleported.
even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Peach is echoing.
Did you
What was
go
that?
grab more mac and cheese?
Wait, what?
Did you go grab more mac and cheese?
No, what I did is I washed out the bowl that it was in, but I did grab a handful of nuts and stuffed them in my.
Nice. I will not make a joke about that today.
Nothing better than some salty. Oh, look, now it says mostly infinite hole. Nice. Classic. At least it's accurate now.
And Peach's echo is back. Is it? I don't have an echo, right?
Oh, probably because I have the microphone close to the thing. I don't know how much.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I can hear it. I'm stuck in a well, Mary,
Well,
and you
the
have
funny
to help
thing
me
is
get
that
out.
at this point that would have been on the whole stream, so I can't be fucked to fix it.
Fine. Unnecessary.
Yo, shout out to the rim. Someone had to type this. You know what that means? It was someone's job to rim.
I wonder whose job is that.
Definitely not making any jokes about that.
We don't have to. We can be civil.
Alright. Anyway, I will continue onward. Oh, hey, the jump circle's back.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Fucking don't even replenish my jumps, you asshole.
Sick bastard. Sick bastard. I need to use my points somewhere.
I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion trophy. Well
just like
done.
I had on my old.
You've experienced every setting.
Wait, can you even do that?
Traveled
No,
to
I
all
don't even
corners
do
of the
it. Never
settings
mind, I
menu.
can't suggest
There's
this.
nothing you haven't seen.
Yeah,
So
look,
just
look at this.
in the Stanley Parable
Yeah.
2, I'm
You'll never
including an
see the
entirely
setting
new
slides to
setting,
every possible
something
setting.
called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't
It's 'cause
quite
I got that
figured
trophy.
part out yet, but I know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be accessible from the settings menu. We'll sort out the rest of the details later.
Do you feel proud
I
of
hope
it?
you're looking forward
Yeah.
to trying out every
There's
level
that trophy
of
right there.
bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
All right. Is there any other new content I've potentially missed here?
Peach has 50K. I need a lot. I need somewhere to dunk my points in. Like we need more gypsy interaction with the avatar. Look, man, what I'm suggesting is we give the Otzel an outfit
Look,
that we can toggle on and off.
look. The outfit thing you have is a different program, as
It
you
is.
know.
That's the problem. That's why I literally just said that I cannot suggest it.
Arch setting world champion, the bucket
I'm
decorations
pretty
that
sure we
blow colorfuls.
can figure it out though.
Looks like we're just on exit. Um, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that if I had like different whatever.
It's just a
I wouldn't
problem
mind.
because it's on VTube is completely different from VTube Studio.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can tell, like, send me a link to that program you use, and I could just use some free ones. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could steal other people's designs.
I think you can usually there's a lot of things
All right.
you can
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready
use
to
from other
move on
people
now?
as long as you credit them.
I really like the bucket physics here.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will
I like
come
the
together
features
as
if they
one
were to
single
exist.
coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll
What's the
arrange
experiment?
these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I've never
Here it
been more
is.
ready for anything in my
I
life,
give you
Mr. Narrator.
the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, how do I get down there?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good
Let
about
me go
this.
down there.
Here we go.
The only way to know if it's a good
Version
arrangement
2.
is if I get to test it. This is arguably worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first
You'll never
game.
capture
I
the
wanted
lightning in the
fans to
bottle.
love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Oh, and then
With
it becomes
respect,
the Ultra
with
Deluxe.
care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right.
Show it to me.
Go ahead. Take a look.
He's gonna send me back to the title screen, isn't he? Yep. I knew it. Now, but is it gonna say? Oh, it does say Stanley Parable too. Nice. That's good.
That's pretty cool.
What trophies am I missing? Gotta complete it. The test trophy thing. Tuesday, 4 minutes 22 seconds, and then 10 years. Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Look, it's the skip button.
Stanley worked for a company in
Oh,
a
he
big
added those
building
shitty
where he
bubble.
was employee number 427.
I'm glad I didn't skip
Employee
it.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Okay, I'm gonna skip the rest of this though. Yeah, that'll good. How are you not gonna include a Stanley figurine on Stanley's desk? That's some silly Billy shit right there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Damn it. Be my Valentine? Yeah, sure thing. Employee 422. Oh, hey, it's my bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay. Now I got a bucket. Hopefully that matters. I hate Mondays. Dude, no way Garfield works for us.
Lasagna.
Me when I have lasagna diabetes.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Here I am, the door on the left.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where
Howard.
he'd find
Dude,
answers.
how is there not a figurine on the thing? That's crazy.
That's cringe.
It's cray. I had the broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
They can have the
Oh, you
bucket.
can really feel it.
Can I place
It's
the
a
bucket?
bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to
Let
say.
me place it,
It's
sir.
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
I
Don't fret,
agree.
Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
Let me hand
I
over the
know
bucket,
how
please.
hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
Actually, he's more of a
Name-calling
fuck
now, it
buddy than he
seems.
is a
Is this how
lifelong
low
friend.
the
But
broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand
this
over
stream
the
of petty
bucket?
insults is like me
Stanley,
every stream I
I
do.
never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the
Barely hear
broom
Peach
closet has
now.
the gall to imply
Sorry,
that
I'm
you and
over.
the bucket are not
I
truly
got
deep and lasting friends,
I got really
that
into
your
my
relationship is
story.
purely superficial and convenient,
Lost track.
that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate
Not
object
being
which
allowed to
happened
hand
to
over the
lay in your
bucket.
path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Yeah, fuck you,
Expand on the
broom
wide
closet. Don't make
variety
fun
of
of me.
experiences you and
Though
the
I would
bucket
give
have
you the
shared
bucket.
together. Go through each of them
Don't
point
give it the
by
bucket.
point.
The bucket is yours.
Share your
Duct
general
tape, more
interests,
like
detailing the rich
dumb
emotional
tape.
landscape of your female
Wrench, more
friends
like
as they have
wench.
changed and evolved over the years.
Pliers, more
Let 'em
like
have it.
uh um more like
Okay, I've
pussy.
got you something which I think will help settle
um,
this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
what the fuck?
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the
Room,
nature
more
of cleaning
like
supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of
bruh.
things.
What else?
All
Anything
right,
else I can
I've
make
got
fun
a
of?
second sticker back here, and I'm going to slab it on as well because I think it's
The fact that you
appropriate.
can't reach the top shelf of that.
You see? I
Oh,
feel
their
that it
stickers
works
getting added to
because the
the
sticker
bucket.
is
I didn't realize.
also a
Property
bucket.
Stanley plus a
That
sticker
way,
for a
if you're
bucket.
ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Hose, more
You know
like
what?
you're
I
a
could
hoe.
take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship
Cardboard,
with the
more
bucket,
like
but
card.
now
I'm
the
bored every
broom
time
closet
I have
is
to listen
just
to you.
giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can
Light
stay
bulb,
here
more
all
like
you like, but I've had it with
too
this
bright bulb.
petulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. Well, sorry I have to leave room closet, but I must continue my story.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
I,
office.
I like that every part of it now just includes the bucket. Stanley in the bucket. I would rather let it close. Oh, hey, there's a Stanley figurine in the
You found
bathroom,
one of them.
as one would
One of
have.
the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yep,
no reward for collecting all of these, only the
definitely no reward.
intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Wow, that really says something about capitalism.
See the little capitalism.
Capitalism, more like,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
um,
was once again
more like,
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this
more
revelation,
like,
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the
capitalism.
bucket.
So you have to
Only
capitulate.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light
I don't know.
pierce the dark clouds of confusion
Something
and
like that.
chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would.
That's what happens when
And
you
he
try to say a
would.
joke before you actually
The
think
two
of
of
it.
them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh my
Nor
god,
in
there's
his
a
bliss of
fucking
simply
keypad.
being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yeah,
Was the bucket guiding
the
him?
bucket is guiding me.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Ugh.
Salud.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, fucking, hey, what up?
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you
We
know,
already
there
have
really
half
must
of
be a
them.
snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs.
I hope everyone enjoyed that
What about
ASMR.
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
We're back today at GD Gypsy, twitch.tv/GD Gypsy. Here at another trophy hunting escapade with the bucket. I hope you enjoy. Bless you, Pichu.
Thank
That's
you,
over here soon.
Mary.
No, Mary, I couldn't
Well,
go
on with the
downstairs
race
at that one
downward,
point because that's how I
plummeting
ended up
towards
dying.
an unknown
That one
fate.
time when you came in and I died, that's
It
why.
would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would
I like
be
the
all
idea
right.
that, like,
The bucket
this is
is
how you
there for
make
you,
new
Stanley.
content. You have the exact same
Everything will
content,
be
but now you have a
fine.
bucket, so like it gets included in the story. It's pretty good.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yeah. We are now at the mind control facility.
Oh.
And yet again, see Peach, I could walk off this if I wanted to, because you can walk onto the chair. And then if I wanted to, I can continue downward. Have a funny music time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life.
Time to turn
and
on the
Stanley nearly
monitors and
dropped the
see
bucket in shock.
what's happening.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Oh my god.
The
You mean a
bucket
boss is
had never seen
videotaping
anything
what
like
his
this,
workers
and
are
it
doing?
very
What a
nearly
surprise.
burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that
That's
everything
not something
would
I
be
would
fine.
expect in a place of work, to actually be monitored on working.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does
I
a
really
bucket
love the
want to
focus on the
do
bucket.
or not
It's
want to
pretty
do
great.
in the first place?
This is the type of quality
These
content I
questions
expect from
raced
this series.
furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Alright, I don't know if you had to
No, he
call my mind
screamed,
feeble,
but
that's kind of rude.
he couldn't accept it. His own
Feeble
life in
little
someone
things.
else's control? Never! He squeezed
Employee
the bucket
pirate? Who the fuck
tighter.
is the pirate
His one
employee? What?
friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yeah, Stanley and his bucket. He can really trust everything.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Mind control status
Walking,
offline.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
No way, the bucket is Daxter. The bucket is a sidekick who high fives you and makes a sassy comment. That's Daxter. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to actually destroy the mind control thing.
I never succeeded, so I have no idea.
There's something there. Just off?
When
Maybe I
at
just
last they
off.
came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright. Turning it off because we are going to save the world
Stanley and the bucket
with
waited
Fortnite.
in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once they stepped
Oh boy,
through
I want to live on the
room,
countryside,
the
Mr.
bucket
Bucket.
wanted to learn to roller
Thanks, oh, thanks
skate.
goodness Stanley has his
Stanley wanted to
bucket.
sneeze in every
With
Yeah.
no earthquake boys.
Both of them
Yeah, how you doing,
wanted to begin
Phoenix?
watching a movie, any movie,
Yeah,
and then
me and the
stop
bucket
it
have been through
halfway
some terrible
through
things here.
and
We had to
begin
throw
watching
down
it
the
in
establishment.
reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Come on, keep dropping it.
What was happening?
Is your
Why
bucket
had the
gonna
door
continue
stopped?
getting more stickers?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Imagine if I had to stand on the bucket to
Unbearable
get out of here
silence
and I had to
filled the
leave him
room,
behind.
lingering in uncertainty.
They wouldn't do
Until
it.
finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible
Oh, the facility's against the bucket. Fuck this. Not bad. That's good to hear.
Warmth of the bucket would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very
It was
room.
me,
But
baby.
at least
I
he
told
has the
them.
bucket. To be
Dude, I
trapped
can't
alone
believe
in
it. Am I
darkness
actually going to be stuck
wouldn't
here
do me
because I have
so
the bucket?
bad,
Because I picked it up in the
Stanley thought to
beginning.
himself. As long as I
The
have
only way
my
to win
bucket
this
with
is
me,
without the bucket.
I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Very soon now, he was about to find out. He fucked around and now he's about to find out. Oh, okay. Well, we lost. Sorry. Yeah, let's see if we can do it in
All of
4
his
minutes and 22
co-workers were
seconds.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Does
go
it
to the
matter which
meeting.
ending it is?
Perhaps he had simply
I mean, I think it
misremembered.
has to be the main one. I could be wrong, though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, there's something. Oh, they tell you how to find them. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay. Okay, we're not allowed in there.
Coming to a
It said something to do
staircase,
with stairs, so
Stanley
perhaps
walked
down the
upstairs
stairs here
to
there's
his
something.
boss's office.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley
Hell yeah.
figurines, and now I'm torn between
Peach stalled the door.
Stanlerines
Wow,
and
I can't believe
Figures.
Peach did
What
that.
do you think, Stanley?
Mary
What name
discovered your
better
secret,
encapsulates
Peach.
the intrinsic sense of happiness
Kinda
that you
evil.
get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we're not gonna do that ending. Let's do the ending where, because I already kind of ruined some of the time, so we're gonna do the ending where we kill ourselves. Or
Fair
one
enough.
of the endings. I guess I should specify there's multiple endings where you kill yourself.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Thank you for being surprised, Mr. Narrator. Alright. At least loading screens don't count, because I feel like that could easily fuck you. There's some games I know where loading screens count.
Stanley
Sure,
walked
there's...
straight ahead through
Like,
the
I think
large
Kingdom
door
Hearts
that read
it
Mind
does.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word
Anyway,
escape
we're gonna go
written
down
on it,
this way, because this is
it
where the
was
stream cut out
probably
last
that this
time.
hall, Stanley
And,
would
you know,
meet
now that I
his
said that, I'm
own
sure it
death.
won't do it again.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I had time to confront my death. Woohoo. I'm gonna be like, hey, I took out a loan, actually. And I have bad credit, so you're gonna be able to pay it off.
As the machine whirred into motion and
As
Stanley
the
was
machine's whirled
inched
into
closer
motion,
and closer to his
the
demise,
motion of the
he
ocean
reflected that his life had been of no
stopped me
consequence
from
whatsoever.
lotion.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
And I
He
used a
can
bunch of
see only one
lotion.
story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
Perhaps he'll
man.
die. Perhaps
So
he
he
won't.
resigned and
Stay tuned
willingly
and find
accepted
out
this
on the
private
next
death
exciting
to his
episode of
brief and
Dragon
shallow
Ball
life.
Z.
Farewell, Stanley.
Dun, 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 dun. The answer is no. The lady stops you from dying
Farewell, Stanley,
momentarily.
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led
Unfortunately.
helplessly into the
Yeah.
enormous metal jaws. In a
I'm
single
edging.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Me when I'm
killing
edgy.
him instantly.
You didn't bring the bucket? Yeah, Mary, I wasn't allowed to bring the bucket because the game was like, you can't leave the area with the bucket. So even though
And
I
yet
would
it
prefer
was
to have the
just a
bucket,
few minutes before Stanley
the
would
game
restart the
decided
game,
that
back in his
I'm
office,
not
as
allowed,
alive as ever.
unfortunately.
What exactly did the narrator think he
Doesn't
was
he know
going
it's a
to
bad game?
accomplish?
Yeah, what a shitty, awful
When
game
every
that
pass
no
of
one
the
should ever
book has
play.
been created for you long
0
in
stars.
advance, death becomes
If you play this
meaningless,
game, you're
making life the
supporting
same.
cancer.
Do you see now? Do you see that
Just
Stanley was
runs it.
already dead from the moment he hit start?
Anyway, yeah, the freedom ending. Look at what the liberals took from you. God damn it. Alright, anyway. This is what they took from us.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How
Alright,
they
time to
both
actually lead
wish
to my
to be
real death.
free.
Now, as funny
Can
as
you
it was for
see?
me to actually turn
Do you
off the
see
PlayStation
how
last
much they
time, I
need
won't be
one
doing it
another?
this time.
No.
I like that I have
Not
to
all.
re-record these lines, though.
Sometimes these things cannot be
But the fact that
saved.
she says PlayStation means that they had to actually record another line.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
I've not
As long as
uploaded
you
a video.
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
Meanwhile,
choose it.
don't upload
Don't
videos
let time
forever.
choose for you. Don't let
I know.
Anyway, I died. Death number 2, let's go. Anyway. Stanley returns, not completely dead. Alright, time to speedrun this. There was a phone there that I probably could have picked up, but that's a problem for future me, because current me is not doing it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Large room, lots of boxes somewhere between red and blue. So that's where the last two things are. And to be honest, I kind of
Coming to
prefer
a
it that way in
staircase,
terms of
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
like
office.
hints on ideas of where they're at rather than just like outright telling me.
Here's the door, just go.
There's the door, just go. Thanks. Thanks, pal. This helps me in my speed running escapades. Not having to sit here for fucking 6 hours. Dead again? Yes, I did die again, unfortunately. It's all for science. I'm
Honestly,
like that guy that made that video game where you die if you die in the game, you die in real world. And then the article said he hasn't tested it out yet. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
You
Control Facility.
can't imagine why he wouldn't have done that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I like how the actual normal path of this is actually something you would probably see on some
Now
sort
the
of like
monitors
random
jumped to
S&D
life,
game,
their
right?
true
Some
nature
like deep,
revealed.
like, oh,
Each
you're
bore
an
the
office
number
worker,
of
but
an
you're really being
employee in the
controlled,
building,
like mind controlled and
Stanley's
watched
co-workers.
into
The
this is,
lives
you
of
gotta
so
break
many
free.
individuals
And
reduced
like
to
every other
images of a
version is like a
screen.
shitpost on
And
them.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
So it gets to be
meant
like a deep
nothing.
indie game and also not at the same time.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
This
Was this
couldn't
the
be
only
true.
reason he was
That's not
happy with his
true. That's
boring job?
impossible.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had
Of
he
course it's
truly spent
possible,
his
you silly
entire life
little bitch.
utterly blind to the world?
Where's the exit? Let me out of here. Oh,
But here
never
was
mind,
the
it's already
proof.
on.
The
Okay, I
heart
lost
of the
precious time
operation.
doing that.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that
Okay, but turned it off. Hopefully we'll win here. Yay, freedom.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over? Perhaps it was. Perhaps it wasn't.
Yes.
We'll never be able to tell
He
without the
had
bucket.
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
As if someone
unsolved.
couldn't literally just come back
Where
in here
had
and turn
his
it on again.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the
Classic
machine's
Stanley argument.
grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to
You
him.
realized it's
For
not
it
my
was
fucking
not
problem.
knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yeah, no one would tell me what to
Whatever
do.
life
I'm not
holds,
wearing the mask.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's really just a
It
metaphor
was perhaps
for
the only thing worth
masks
knowing.
and vaccines 8
Stanley
years later.
stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of
Wow,
a new
look at those
path
rocks that
before
don't look
him.
like rocks.
This was exactly the way,
You look like
right
a
now,
million.
that
The
things
path
were
does,
meant
but like
to
the
be.
side rocks don't.
Yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. Stanley's about to be happy because Stanley was about to get 2 trophies. Beat the game. There's that one. Worth the speedrunner trophy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where the fuck is the trophy? No, shit, what the fuck? Did I do it wrong? Do I have to, like, start from the beginning? Do I have to reset the whole game?
No idea.
Or before you try to do it by finishing the game with any of the short 1 minute endings, it won't work. You have to be the game with the freedom ending. Um, do not try to do this in the first playthrough. Yeah, because he'll open the door later. Just try to spawn in the blue office with a short hallway free speed run. Wait, what? Fuck. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's a problem for future me to worry about then.
Already
How
this
is
was
it already 2
uncomfortable,
o'clock?
and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Okay, the phone isn't here this time. I guess I'll try to find those other stupid things. Time to take the right room.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend
This is
a few
absolutely worth
moments
the
here in this
detour.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply
Me
stood
when I
here,
have to obscure
drinking
the
it all in.
text so no one knows I stole this image off of Google. Yeah.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah, it's
A
pretty worth
room
it.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking
You know
at
what, Mr.
these
Narrator? I
chairs
didn't
and
like
some
my
paintings.
coworkers anyway,
Really
Mr.
worth it.
Narrator. I was getting sexually harassed all the time. Janet
At this point,
made fun of me
Stanley's
and
obsession
pushed
with
me
this room
down.
bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on
Um,
his overall personality. It's possible that this is
Lashana
why everyone left.
gave me some peanut butter, but it was a Jif peanut butter that like had a recall. But she didn't know it, but like I
Stanley
still
sat
got really
around
sick
waiting
from
for
it.
more dialogue, but when a long-time
So yeah, I
opponent
don't really
stumbled
like my
past on the
coworkers,
door,
man.
he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh boy, the coffee cup that says fuel. Okay, let's
But
get
at
the hell
last,
out of
he'd
here.
had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Is this the room with the extra
And so he
shit?
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I will not get back on track. I will take the button down. This is clearly not the room with a bunch of boxes like I thought it would be. I think the phone broke.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
What
He
phone? Your
wanted to
phone?
wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Stop
It's
toying with my
clearly...
heart, narrator. I need to
Okay,
know.
would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
No way, there's a car that just has lights on for no reason. Now we're here back to the control room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh
Quick,
fuck, we're
Stanley,
getting
close your
spoiled,
eyes.
chat.
Okay,
Let's turn your head away.
we just have to get back to,
Oh, Stanley's phone is broken? Oh, yeah, from, you mean from earlier?
Rubbish
Okay.
now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And
Don't
this
restart the
time,
game.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How dare you? Stanley would never miss a memo. Stanley is a very punctual man.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh, good, we fucked up and we're in the wrong room.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
You know, I thought the
Everything should be...
backrooms meme was based on
Wait,
this
something
game, but it
changed.
seems like it's not.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No, I think
Did
that
you
back room
move the
is
story
just
somewhere
random
or...
images somebody just
Hold on.
randomly took.
Why am I asking
Yeah.
you?
I
I'm
thought it
the
was
one who
based on
wrote
like
the
this
story.
type of shit.
It was right here just a minute ago.
Because there's certain
I'm
parts of
pretty
this game
sure
that
it's
do kind
here
of look like that,
somewhere.
like not
Give you
completely.
like
Okay,
some
then.
vibe. Yeah,
It's an
I agree.
adventure. Come, Stanley.
Big
Let's
agree there.
find the story.
I agree with everything that was said ever.
Me when I agree.
Where the hell am I going? I don't have a clue which way I'm going.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Don't restart me, please. All my memories.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I never realized the coffee cup said "Who farted." Classic.
Who's the narrator?
And that's the real question. I like work. I just hate my boss. That's a mood for a coffee cup. Yeah, the job's not bad, but you know what is bad? That guy. What a fucking piece of work he is.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Let's see if we missed anything. I wonder. Back to the
Aha!
Stanley room.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I wonder, do they have you go to certain sections so that they can load more
Now
of the
this...
game?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know
I
what?
remember everything,
Since
Mr.
I've
Narrator.
completely forgotten what
Everything
we were
was
supposed to
in
be
my
doing,
mind.
how about this? You win!
Oh, hey, look, we got the you win.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Shout out to me.
No,
Shout
I
out
don't feel
to
right about this at all. We both know
I'll do
you
a
didn't
shout
put
out.
in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Can anybody do that?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by
I think
whatever this
it's
place is. I
I
don't
think
care
it's
what
like
might happen
moderator
this
and
time.
stuff. I'll try it.
I have to restart.
Yeah, it's only like moderators and thing. Because I was gonna be
Uh,
like, imagine anybody could do that. Just shut
All right,
themselves out every
I've
time.
got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost,
It'd be
I've
funny at
employed the
least.
help of the Stanley Parable Adventure
I
Line.
hope the fucking adventure
Just
line.
follow the line.
Yeah, I remember.
How simple is that?
Wait, is this person playing solitaire? Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so what's the play here? The play is you put the 7 on the 8, and you put the 3 on the 4, and then you hope you get some good enough shit on the next two pulls, but I can't really do anything more past that. Alright.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
How do
still
I
a
climb on the
story?
wall? I'm not
Simply
Spider-Man.
by
What
the
the
act
hell?
of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably
I
conjured
can't
into
do that.
being via the very
You're asking
manifestation
me
of
to
the
do things
nature
I
of
don't have
life
the
itself?
capability of doing.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hell yeah, give me the music. This music's pretty epic for this otherwise unepic thing we're doing. What the hell? Yo, they have a Payday 2 mask over here. That's weird. That's a nice little Easter egg, I guess. I thought it was a sock, honestly. Darn Peach, we can't do shoutouts. Yeah, Mary's right. You're not able to because you're plebs, and also you smell.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
You smell like sweat and disappointment.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no.
Yeah, we're back at the office. Hell yeah.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't
I love the employee that's the fucking paperclip that everyone hates. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
The adventure line was fun.
Right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Time to make up a story. Let's do it.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start
Let's make up a story about the cup who farted. It seems like a story I'd be pretty interested in.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
How does this work like this? This doesn't make sense.
I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Endless hallway?
We mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Well,
Just walk in circles.
the hallway has finally ended.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a
The endless circle
door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to
You
where
ever find
we're
there
going?
walking in circles,
Since
bud?
the answer is clearly yes,
Just
then
waiting
by
for
all
him to make
accounts,
a choice
the
so I
door
can
on the right is
continue the story.
correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
It is kind of
Our
sad, like
destiny
satisfying that the arc of me
awaits.
walking is just exactly the circle. Yeah, the confusing ending.
What's this?
Nice.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
After a long time,
Really
Stanley
how all
dies.
this goes?
Shit.
It's all determined?
Whoops.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
Oh,
Am I
yeah.
just supposed to forget?
Okay, so we're on this one, so I have to restart it.
My mind
Yeah,
goes
4 more
blank
times.
simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want
Me
it to
when I
be.
play an ending
I
for
don't want the
18
game
minutes.
to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be
Missed
trapped
that
like
old
this.
Windows
I won't
screensaver with the
restart the
maze.
game. I won't do it. I won't do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I won't do it.
Screensavers are pretty cool, man.
Stopped?
Oh, no,
Does
the
that
timer
mean-
stopped.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The
Yeah, we did break the
whatever it
cycle.
is that
We're
made
breaking
this
the
schedule?
habit. Breaking the
How
habit
would we
tonight.
even know? Will someone come for us?
I'll paint it on the walls
Something
because I'm the one that falls.
So,
Never again. Cause this is how
I
it
guess now we just wait.
ends.
You know, I suppose in some way that
To
this
be
is a
honest, I
kind
really
of
don't know what I'm
story,
fighting
wouldn't you
for, or
agree?
why I have to
I'm not quite
scream.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that
Stupid.
life is
It's fucking
about the
stupid.
journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out,
So I
won't
need a
we?
command for every time I make a
Eventually.
music reference for
Well,
like
in
no
the
reason.
meantime, if you...
It just keeps it counter, so I just do it. Be like exclamation mark reference.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
We're
Am I
back in
sure
the
that
game.
the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stop.
Figurine Finders
Surely I
Committee
was
meeting
mistaken.
today in the meeting room. I'm leaving the bucket alone. The bucket stays.
Why?
Because it might break the confusing ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Why,
I don't actually want to stop by the
yes,
employee
this
lounge.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. Penalty for jumping out the cargo lift, $5,000. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh fuck, there's one
I
over there.
realize that
Shit.
investing your trust in someone
How the
else
hell
can
am I
be
supposed to get over
difficult,
there?
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
How the
that
hell? This
convinced that I
guy
want something
fucking great
bad
that
to
you're supposed
happen
to.
to
How the
you?
hell do I
Why,
even find that?
I don't know how to convince you
What?
of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
You can't
let me
help
prove
me.
it. Let me prove
I'm
that I'm on
unhelpable.
your side. Give me a chance.
uh, I wish it weren't true. Say it ain't so. But it is true.
Now listen carefully, this is
Oh hey, we're at
important.
the
Stanley
something red
walked
and something
through the
blue.
red door.
There it is.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've
One more
nearly gotten
figurine and
all
then the
of the figure
trophy's
and
mine.
rings. Very soon, you'll collect the first one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the
That's how you
sense that we
unearth
used to
my
be.
goblin mode,
None of
as you
you.
put me
And
within
now we
a
have the
moment's
boys.
grasp of a
You
trophy.
can't go back to when you had no figure and marines. None of us can.
Alright. What does this coffee cup say? World's best coworker. I don't believe that to be true.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Then the base
Can't you
keeps
see that
running,
it's killing
running,
us,
and
Stanley?
running, Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to make
I
that
wanted to
fucking...
stop. I
That...
would... We
I'm
would
gonna have to
both
make
be
that
so
command
much
after I'm
happier
done
if
streaming.
we just stopped. And I think... Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Alright, time for me to enter the void.
What do we want?
What do
What
we
are we
want?
looking for?
We want to get out of here.
Better wages. When do we want them now? This chair is not comfortable in my ass anymore.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's
Oh look,
beautiful.
this does look pretty
If we
nice.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm glad you feel happy, because I feel like during this entire game you've never once felt happy, Mr. Narrator. I'm glad to finally have you be at peace. It's converging. What will happen? I like music references. They're fun.
I like the fact that this is really relaxing
Oh, what the fuck? There's other
and
colors. Dude, hell yeah. My new screensaver. Now it's green. I'm green. Dabba dee dabba green. Dabba dee dabba green. I already missed my chance with blue dabba dee dabba die, so you know we gotta work with what we got here. Now listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a green world. Am I expected to leave this place at some point? When he keeps changing color, so I'm hoping that like something else happens. I sometimes make them. Well, there's nothing better than a reference that nobody else gets.
hell yeah.
You know how many references I could easily make to Dude, Where's My Car for 8 crazy nights?
And I never get it.
No one would. It's usually why I don't make them. Or even Insane Clown Posse. Like, I'd have to explain the Insane Clown Posse reference. I'm not like a mega fan. I mean, I like maybe like 10 to 15 of the songs out there. I don't know. I own several of their albums just because, like, I like collecting albums. But, you know, when it's only like 10 or 15 out of like, you know, hundreds of songs, it's actually not too high. I have less Foo Fighter albums, but like way more songs I like off of them. This does look nice. I like this. But anyway, we're gonna ruin our thing with the narrator.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Sorry, man.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
No, I wouldn't. Dude, I would never
Please,
die,
no,
narrator.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, okay. I've made Disney song references. That's a classic tip. Alright, Peach, do I jump?
What happened?
No!
Oh, fuck, I didn't mean. Okay. I didn't even.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. You lived.
I tried to
You
kill
had me
myself, but I
worried
lived, I
there
guess.
No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back
You
to
have
what
to
I was
jump
before.
multiple times to
If
kill
you
yourself.
die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
30.
Alright, I'm gonna do a spin.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
You know what, fine,
Can
I'll
you
go
do
back to
that
the other
for
room.
me?
Alright. It's harder now because I have a limp.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Fuck, it does look so nice in here, though.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No. See, if this was the end of the game after I had all my trophies, yes, I would agree with you. But my happy place
Well,
requires me having a
perhaps not.
platinum. We're gonna go back and break our legs. Stanley goes split.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll
I don't
throw
dislike your
yourself on
game,
this
narrator. Why
platform
do you
over
say
and
that?
over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am
No,
reading
I
this
mean, if you want to
Jewish
give me all the
correctly?
trophy unlocks right now, I will gladly go back in that room.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Why you gotta make me feel
I
bad?
wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yeah, it's like fucking depressing.
Yeah, that's a really depressing. That's the most depressing ending I think that is in this game.
The one I think is worse is like when Stanley doesn't move at all because like it's like overhead and like the narrator's just trying to get you to move
Even now,
because
Stan
Stanley's
was a
not
voice
actually
of the
there.
distant memory. What did it look like?
Remember that
It was a
one?
computer, perhaps. And a
I think
painting.
so.
Was it a
There's so many
painting
fucking
or a
ending
photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
But yeah, it's like an ending and then the narrator's just like waiting for you to make a move, but because like you're like disembodied above it, watching your character stand there at the two-door thing here.
Oh,
And then
I
When
remember that
Stanley
one.
came
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
set
yeah.
yeah,
of
and
touring,
he's just
this
like,
was not the
don't
computer
worry,
he'd
I'll just
originally
wait here for you to make a
and Stanley
choice,
knew
just any choice.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
Yeah, thanks
employee
to the
lounge
follow there.
first, just to
Saying a
admire it.
claustrophobic. That's a good name. That's the solid
The
name.
lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Ho
But
ho ho!
eager to
You're
get back
scaring
to
him,
business,
Patrick.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. So I had to wonder how the fuck I get to
Stanley was so
this.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he
There's
wasn't
one last
fired
thing.
years
It's
ago.
right here. Is this how I do it? Oh, it is too. All right. We're about to be getting trophy real
And there it
soon.
is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this
We
moment,
did it.
Stanley. This is a real
Last Stiggly
accomplishment.
Wiggly.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is
I mean,
its
no, I
own
have not
reward.
insisted a job well done as
We'd
its own
tell you that
reward.
I'm
That's not
proud of you
true.
for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now
Stiggly
we can
Wiggly.
go to
That's
whatever
a
the
good
hell you
first
were
time
doing
chat.
before you hunted for figurines.
Welcome. Hopefully, you enjoy me trophy hunting this game. I've already played it before on Steam, so I'm pretty well aware of it.
You were aware
Uh,
of the old version of it.
yeah, yeah. Do I fall to my death here? Let's do it. Ah, I'm gonna live. That's stupid.
I didn't want
Stanley
to
had
live.
now gotten
What?
himself so
Living?
far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path
Oh,
that it seemed the
dude, we
office had
got a
begun from
cassette
so
tapes.
far
What a
off the
bunch of
beaten
weirdos.
path that it seemed the
What is
office
this?
had begun from so far off
1903?
the beaten path that it seemed the office. You
Alright.
didn't think that was
We don't want to
actually
hear the
just a
narrator now.
recording, did you? What a
It
silly
was
and
just a
trite
recording.
explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the
I do.
phenomenal,
That's all I ever do.
appreciative
I watch a thing and I'm
storytelling.
like,
It must be so
oh Jesus,
simple that the
this is the most
life
exciting thing I've
being an
ever seen in my life. I
unending
can't believe
waterfall
it
of
was all in their
surprises
head.
and delights.
Super
How
Mario
much more exciting you
Brothers
must find the
2.
world than the rest of us do. Now I've become
Have you done
sad
the
at what
Door
you've done to me.
430
This is
achievement?
all
Yeah.
your fault.
I've done I just got the last thing for the test achievement or test trophy ones. I need to go back and do that. Um I need to do the speed run and then I'm gonna cheat to get the 10-year one. And then the Tuesday thing is accumulative, so I don't have to play the full 24 hours in one go. I started the stream on Tuesday. And so I have about like 3 hours, 3.5 hours into it.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
Dude, I'll be
It's
honest,
those
this actually
figurines.
tricked me right here.
Those figures.
The
I
fact that this
haven't
isn't
stopped
actually a
thinking
real dog.
about them since you nabbed
Like
every
the
last
real
one.
Waller.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your
I
entire
completely fell
life?
for this.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh. So this is pretty much where he's telling you, like, hey, now that you found all the figurines, you need to go back and do the test trophy thing. Looks like I can skip pretty much all this shit.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure,
I mean,
it
I had a
said
pretty
six
good
right
idea
there
because you
on the
told me how
screen,
many there
but
were.
how could we know
Exactly
for
through six.
certain? You were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Anyway. Now we have 7 out of 6. Yay me.
And here was a second
Oh my god, you're gonna go through
Stanley.
literally
He
all
found this
fucking
one
6 of
all
them?
on your
Alright, hell
own,
yeah.
just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them.
I
It
wonder,
made
does it base it on
sense.
the order
But
that
you
you
continue
yourself
this
found it in, or just the
trifling,
order in the
sort of
game? Because this
mundane,
was the second one I
unlikely
found, but like this seems like the
behavior.
kind of the obvious second one to find.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Um, the boss's office was the next one I found it in. Like, well, not in the office, but like on the back of the
Hey,
office.
that's
Yeah.
exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You
Wow, the
picked it
game
up,
actually
and then
remembers what
after
the
that,
order is.
you
That's
had
crazy.
3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I
Yeah, the
shouldn't
crystal
be
clear in my head
surprised.
because I fucking just did
After
it like
all, science
10
tells
minutes ago.
us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
I'm glad science knows things better than I know things.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
We did not find a Stiggly Wiggly Stanley Wanley in the pink apple room, but I'll take it anyway. Um,
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special.
yeah,
It was
this is
by
one
the
we actually
red and
found.
blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In
I'm
fact,
sleep
because
soon for
this one
reals
is
because I'm sleeping. All
particularly
right.
special to
Catch
me,
you later,
I
Mary.
made a little video to
See ya,
commemorate
Mary.
the occasion.
Thanks for stopping in.
Enjoy.
Oh my god, this is like a fucking 2006 YouTube video. Quality is such ass. Oh my god, the green hair,
Classic,
dude. Hello, welcome back to my blurry gameplay starring me, Mr. Black. You found it near the red. Oh, did the blue background. Right, thanks for watching. All we need is the copyrighted music with the thing that says
Takes you back
you know,
there. I spent a
1997,
lot
no
of time
copyright
making that video,
infringement,
but it was
you know,
8 minutes I
implied
wouldn't
or
have spent on
whatever.
anything else.
Alright, one more.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say
Oh, they
how
won't
the
let you
mind
jump off
works?
here.
All I
Cringe.
know is that this is the moment where you
Way to
picked up
keep
a
you
Figley and I
entertained.
thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Alright, now we have all 12.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left
You
to
are in
do
the
but
present.
move onward into the future.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye,
There's the
memory zone.
past.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the
Whoa, you
loading
can't
screen.
stop yourself
Isn't
on
there
the
some way we
loading.
can
You can't
stay
reverse
here,
the
keep
loading
enjoying
screen
these
process. Are
figurines?
you
Let's just
crazy?
go
That's
backwards.
against the
We'll
rules,
do the
Mr.
memory zone
Narrator.
again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What the fuck? You're breaking the rules, man. This is too much. This game is
Okay,
deviating too
Leslie,
much from its
this
original
spot in the
purpose.
warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Of course, this couldn't just be like, it has to be like the thing where you have to click on the door 5 times. This has to be one where you have
And
to collect the
here's where I
figurines
made
like
that
fucking
video.
26 times.
Don't you remember the video we watched?
I got their in the factory movie.
Yes, I love that video.
That's great. This looks like a fucking torture room.
You're torturing the doll, obviously.
Yeah. That reminds me of a scene from Dude, Where's My Car? You ever seen that movie?
Oh no, actually, no.
Still don't
I have
remember
that.
the pink room.
They torture a
I know you've
blow-up
asked
doll
me
in one
before.
scene.
This one, good
Yeah.
room
No,
though.
I have
A
not.
solid room.
See if I can. Let's see, YouTube. We're gonna do. Dude, where's my car? Blow up doll. Damn it, they don't have the scene by itself. Basically, what happens in the scene is that they're getting interrogated with something, and the dude brings in like a blow up doll. And so the guy's beating the shit out of the blow up doll. In Ashton Kutcher's like not phased by it by all because it's a fucking blow up doll. But then Sean William Scott's just like freaking out as the blow up doll's having a cigarette burned into its hand. He's like, "Stop it! She doesn't know anything." It's just stupid shit. I know.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okie dokie. To the next one we go. Running into a wall. That's a classic look.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
Please stop calling them
The
Figglies.
past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave
I
it?
still love the
Keep
idea of having
going.
a Time magazine where they're allowed to have it because it just says time and shows a picture of a clock. Good. It's good parody.
This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh,
Figurines.
more
God,
memories,
terrible.
Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Yep. Can I please get my test trophy, please? Why? Why must you not allow me to see where it is? That game is like one of the biggest cock teases I've ever played. Oh hey,
Look,
the
it's the
jump.
terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
More memories. Memory. Make me want to go back there. Back. That's
Oh, yes,
Weezer.
the two doors.
Chucking the
Who
music
could have
referencing.
forgotten that?
What?
Yeah.
Classic memory, this
Yeah.
one.
That was on the Jackass 3 movie, is how I
And
know
before
it.
everything else, there was your office.
Speaking of Weezer, my body is wheezing at
Is
me
there
to go
anything
to
else?
bed.
Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember.
It's gonna be the loading screen,
I
isn't
can
it? Or
remember.
the beginning screen. Yeah.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was
That was different.
I used to make big decisions.
Alright, well if
I
you're
was
gonna
passionate.
leave, then
I was
catch you later,
skeptical.
Peach.
I
Thanks
weighed
for
each decision
co-hosting.
with profound
I hope
thoughtfulness.
fall
And then
off any more
somewhere
edges
along the
as
way,
you
I
have them.
stopped making decisions.
I hope you don't fall off
I
plus
became
ratio.
lazy, and I came up with, well, came up with a character named Stanley
Already
to do
did.
my thinking for me.
Alright.
Catch you.
Decisions, he would
Alright,
decide
Peach.
which way to go.
Take care.
I would
Thank
cheer
you,
him
Barry.
on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I
Okay, I think I left a little bit sooner than I was
Was
supposed
I
to.
lonely? Yes, perhaps
I
that's it.
left
Perhaps I
mid-sentence.
needed to
Oh,
imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for
One more
good.
run of The
I did
Office.
enjoy telling his
The
story.
greatest
So
TV
very
show.
much.
I don't know. To be honest, I've never seen
Okay,
it.
here we go.
Should I?
This
Yes.
is
Will
the
I?
story
Maybe
of a
someday.
man named Stanley.
Let me see the new content, please.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I suppose I should go the
When
correct
Stanley
way here
came
if
to
I
a
want to
set of
try to
two open
do that other
doors,
thing.
he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
I'm hoping this counts in terms of like trying to finish the game in whatever amount of time I need to finish it in. 4 minutes, 22 seconds or something. Ah, fuck. Hopefully I wasn't sitting there too long.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I wonder if you can like fall onto the platform as it's rising up before it makes it over.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Oh,
building,
employee fired.
Stanley's
Nice.
co-workers.
Shout out to
The
the fired
lives of
employee.
so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
Oh no, my
eternally
my
monitored
controller
in this
battery's
place
low.
where freedom meant
Well,
nothing.
that ain't no good now, is it? Oh, several of the employees
This
are fired.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
there
boring
it is.
job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
It shouldn't
control?
be too
Never. It was
difficult from
unthinkable.
Redditors to get
Wasn't
4
it?
minutes 22
Was
seconds.
it
I don't
even
know why I didn't
possible?
get it the previous
Had he
time.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls.
It might have to be a
all
case where I actually
emotions,
close out the game and do it.
or
But
sad, or
I don't know.
content.
It is what it is, I
Walking,
guess.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Now there is more, like
Stanley
obviously if you turn the
decided
system on and then you go back in that other room and you have to hit buttons in a certain order and shit. Some of these playthroughs I've already done, so I'm probably not gonna like I may or may not do them on stream. I still need to play this game more on like Tuesdays. Like on
blackness
other Tuesdays
and a
because I need to hit
rising
that
chill
24
of
hours total on
uncertainty.
that Tuesday, like just Tuesdays in
Was it
general.
over?
And then I don't know, there's still that other
He
trophy.
had won.
I need to
He
get
had
this test one, which
defeated
I'm
the
trying to do
machine,
before I end the stream here, but
unshackled
if I
himself
don't get
from
it
someone
quickly here,
else's
like if I don't get the
command.
speed run trophy
Freedom
here,
was
then I'm gonna
mere
try to figure out what the hell to do
moments
for the
away.
new
And yet,
content one.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he
Well, oh boy,
realized
does this
none
take
of this
fucking
mattered to him,
forever.
for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life
I feel like there should be
brings,
more of a gap.
it
If
will
it, like,
be.
it's really just going slow as hell
And
on
that
this
was
door.
all he
I know
needed
it's
to
because it's
know.
like you gotta go
It
like
was
slow enough so he
perhaps
does his whole
the
monologue,
only
but still,
thing worth knowing.
like shit, man.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stanley decided
Stanley
to play
felt
some
the cool
basketball off to
breeze
the
upon
side.
his skin, the feeling of liberation, the
Damn it, it's a
immense
shame I can't like
possibility of the new path before him.
I can't
This
skip
was
this
exactly
part, which
the
would be
way,
nice for
right
the
now,
speedrun purpose, but whatever.
things were meant to happen.
I guess while I wait for this
Stanley
finale thing to
was happy.
finish up, I'm gonna try to do this other shit. You'll also want to jump from the rail on the first bridge inside the mind control facility by climbing the desk in the area to avoid having to wait for the okay. So that apparently is a way for me to do this. So I'm gonna try that one more time then, and if I don't get it from there, then I'm just gonna say fuck it. But yeah,
All
here
of
we
his
go.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
4,
decided to go to the meeting
5,
room. Perhaps he had
6,
simply missed a memo.
7. Actually, I'm not gonna count it because like whatever. I'm probably counting too quickly anyway.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wonder if it would be quicker. I assume not, but like quicker to go like left or right or something. I assume right would be a
Yet
bad
there was
idea
not a
because I think it
single
comes
person
back out
here
before
either.
this room, which means it's
Feeling
like
a
way
wave
more
of
involved.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Yeah, it
up to
definitely
his
comes out
boss's
before
office.
that
Coming to a
meeting room,
staircase,
so
Stanley walked upstairs to his
it's
boss's
something to
office.
keep in mind, I suppose.
Here's the door, just go.
Yeah, see, that one's good because like it opens before you can get over there. It's like so you're not losing any time whatsoever. But yeah, regardless of what happens, this is definitely the last attempt I'm doing for this. Ah, fucking, why do I keep doing that? I keep forgetting, like I keep looking
Stanley
to
walked
like,
straight
because
ahead
I'm
through
trying to
the
see what
large
the next
door
thing I
that
gotta
led
do
to
for the
the
test
mind control
trophy thing is.
facility.
And I'm not really able to read it in time, but like I keep looking away from the screen and not realizing
The
the
lights
wait time
rose
is
on
actually
an
not that
enormous
long.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
There we go.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Okay, well that
Their
definitely
true
saved
nature
a decent
revealed.
amount of time,
Each
so
bore
I
the
probably should
number
be able
of
to
an
get this too.
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I assume there's no way for me to
Stanley,
get up on
one
any of
them,
these.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Likewise, there's probably not a way to get up on this.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused.
Okay, after the figurines, after getting all 6 figurines,
accept it. His own life
a new
in
story will
someone
unlock once
else's
you restart the
control.
game. I already did
Never.
that.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Okay.
Walking, eating, working. All
I'm
of it
feeling pretty good
voluntarily
about this run being the
commanded
run
from
that's
this
under
very place. And as
422.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Anyway, play the collectible route naturally, as the narrator will have you get in the finish route. Spawn you once again back
an
in room
horizon chill
427.
of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh, there will be a new section called Epilogue. Okay.
He had won. He had
I'll
defeated the
keep an eye out for
machine,
that then.
unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the
Man,
machine's
better fucking do
grasp?
it.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But
As far
as
as I'm aware, I
sunlight
don't have any
streamed
other
into the
trophies to worry
chamber,
about because I
he
can't do the
realized
Tuesday
none of
one
this mattered to
yet,
him.
and the
For it was
10-year
not
one is not something
knowledge or
I'm really going
even
to be able to
power
do much
that
either.
he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his
Not yet,
goal
anyway.
had
Like,
not
I
been to
could, but there's no
understand,
point because I still
but
need
to
the
live
Tuesday
them.
one out of the way.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
So there's those
or
ones.
how
Obviously, I
to
can't do the
feel.
platinum
Whatever
until I have
life he
everything else
lives,
done.
it will be his.
And then I think it's
And that
just the
was
test
all
trophy and
he
the speed
needed to
run. I think
know. It
so. I think
was
I'm only 5
perhaps
trophies away
the
from
only
winning
thing worth knowing.
or from being done with this.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
All right. Well, Stanley would step through the open door if you let Stanley do it. Yeah.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
All
the
right.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Will Stanley truly be happy this time? It depends on whether or not the trophy pops. He hopes, he prays. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, well, whatever, man. Fuck you. Alright, I'm gonna hit quit and then go back to the main thing and see if this epilogue. Oh, it's not there? What the. Oh, damn it. Am I gonna have to redo all that shit then?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'm gonna
Perhaps
ignore
he
the
had
one
simply
thing. I'm gonna
missed
try
a
to do
memo.
this. I'm gonna try to do this other run. So, what the hell do I have to actually do? Because I might have to, like. I think I have to close out the whole app to do it properly. Okay, let's just try that real quick. Yeah, I did. It said an actual time this time. I'm glad they're proving wrong random text on the screen. It's very accurate. Me when the shit collects all the data in the world on me. So I might have to like leave and get back in it because there was something about like having to do it like 4 or 5 times. And I've only done it 3 times total. And so that might be like
All
something
of his co-workers were
worthwhile to
gone.
keep in mind.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna go and get myself killed
Stanley
here.
was so bad at following directions.
Actually,
It's
no, I'm not gonna
incredible he
do that because the
wasn't
reason I'm
5
not gonna
years
do
ago.
that is like it's gonna be massive. Like I think they close that thing off if I do that. So yeah, we're gonna quit the menu instead. Because before I completely close off the way to do it, I still want to do that path underneath where I actually follow the whole thing down. Because I believe I didn't before. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if I did or didn't. That'll be a thing I'll have to worry about next time I play the game. All right, time to make them friends. They're friends now. Yeah, yeah. I just want to make sure there's not another nine. Oh, okay. Well, that works, I guess. The other one also would have counted as nine, but whatever. Scrumtush or Boinkle. I like Scrumtush better because it's easier to pronounce. Yeah, I know what the time is. Yeah, that's correct. Man, you're so right. What is time anyway? Yeah, there's plenty of things I haven't told you about myself. No, no, I'm not gonna help you. Yeah, sure. Now, will I do it often? No, but will I do it at least one more time? Yes, yes, I will. Okay, one more attempt at the speed run. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This
Yet
time,
there
this
was
is
not
gonna
a
be the
single
optimal route
person here either.
because this time I'm not
Feeling a
gonna like
wave
turn
of
my head away and
disbelief,
look at
Stanley
the screen on
decided
my
to go
right
up to his boss. Coming to a
when
staircase,
I'm waiting on that
Stanley
loading
walked
screen. Like I'm not
upstairs
gonna
to
do it.
his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office,
Ah,
Stanley
fuck
was
me.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the...
Damn it! Fucking shut up. Okay, maybe closing out the app completely resets that. Which, if it does, it's kind of cringe to be honest. Damn it, whatever. Let's go and talk to this dipshit another time. To be honest, I have no problem doing the speed run thing off stream because I've already done. It's the same exact run every time. The difference is whether or not I get the trophy at the end of it. So that's kind of like whatever. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? I suppose they don't. Well, yeah, because you're not a real person. The job is over. Well, yeah, I don't know you, and you don't know me, but we could know each other. That is not true. Some video games are meant to be played alone. Single player games, obviously. Multiplayer games would not really work alone. That's not how that one works. Eh, like, I mean, I like being in, I like having my own time, my own space, but like alone specifically, I mean, depends. I mean, there's people that are annoying that I don't want to be around, but that some people are cool. Okay, see you later, man, Mr. Textbooks. See you later, alligator. Uh, the epilogue is back. Easy mode, baby mode. Hmm. I'm hoping this is catching properly on the. I might have to move the microphone a bit closer. Let's see. Let's try that. I'll move the chair up a bit too. There we go. I moved everything back a bit to try to avoid the echo, but I think that was a. I should have just put on my headphones earlier for that. Many, many years later. Hmm. I was only going this way because it actually looked like there was something here, but I guess not. Dude, we're about to have the craziest fucking bonfire you've ever seen in your life. Let's do it. I assume regardless of what it is, I just keep walking at a certain like distance. Shout out to chairs and being stuck in the sand. My two favorite things, chairs and sandstorms. Chair rude sandstorm. Yeah, at least the moon's full this time. I get to turn into a werewolf and then rip apart all the sand that exists here. Because apparently there's no other people to kill except for the one person who's at the bonfire, I guess. I guess we should walk towards the sun, that's probably the idea. Oh boy, we made it back to the destroyed warehouse. Alright. Do I finally get my test trophy now? I've been doing this entire time just to get one trophy, and you have to give it to me. Come on. Well, even though the whole world collapsed, at least we got the Cookie 9 blog. I like that it's a complete, like, shit post of, like, oh yeah, even though this person left, like, a terrible review, it's like, oh, I enjoyed my time with the original. But now I hate this fucking sequel. Yeah. Fun review. Let's get the fuck out of here. I do have to wonder if they contacted Cookie Nine, just like get his shit in there, or if he's even a real person, I guess.
Jim, 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 Jim.
Well, at the very least, the gym buns work. That was the only thing I was worried about in this world. Is like, hey, can I hit a bunch of little shitty buttons to know whether or not Jim is still with us?
Jim.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is funny that they all say Jim. I think it'd even be like cooler if they had an Easter egg where one of the buttons says something different. But whatever. Time to collect fucking 50 more collectibles. Weird, because it was clearly more than six. So yeah, I don't really know, but um, I mean, I guess whatever I have to do is here at the computer because it's the only thing that's fucking active. Yeah. Family Stanley, welcome, Johnny. Hello again, as the character of text is telling me. Apparently, this is going to be the last game. Hmm. Screw the legacy. Well, you're getting too crazy now. The Stanley Parable game is a great game, and if you're gonna screw the legacy, I'm gonna have to kick your ass. The Stanley Parable 3. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. The Stanley Parable 3. Um, hmm. What do we want to do? Stanley's big. Wacky. Oh no, Stanley's big. Stanley's big explosion. Why not? That sounds like super fucking dumb. Just recycle the content, baby. We learn from the best. Hello, Activision. Yeah, sure, why not? It's stupid. He finally fixed the trophy machine, which means I just need to go down that path again and then hit the button, and then I'll get one more trophy for the game. It's 3:21. Okay, thank you for letting me finally enjoy the Stanley Parable. That's all I've ever wanted in my life. Stanley's big explosion. So now with this bullshit, I have to.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, so I just need to find that
Stanley worked for a company in a big
hallway
building
where
where
it
he
tells
was
me to find the
NPA
new
number 3.
content. I don't know why the hell I couldn't say the word
All of
hallway.
his
That was
co-workers were
fucking. My
gone.
tongue just
What could
completely
it
destroyed
mean?
itself.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, new content. Here we go. Is everyone ready for the amazingness of finding an extra trophy here? We're gonna get it. Today's the day. Today was the day when I found like 20 other trophies as well, but whatever. I'm not gonna platinum Stanley Parable. I said Panley. Fucking Panley's terrible over there.
You see,
So yeah,
Stanley,
my
I've been
plan here
reflecting on the Stanley
is to
Parable
get that
and about
trophy
how
and then
roundly
try to do the
disappointing
speed run one
this
more time. And
ultra
if it
deluxe
doesn't work, then
version
I'll
has
end the
turned out to
stream, by the
be.
way.
The
But if it does work,
original
then I'll get a
Stanley
trophy,
Parable was
yay
a
me, and then I'll
gamble,
end the stream.
and any new content for it should live up to
Yeah.
that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are, the amazing Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see,
What the fuck?
isn't this
It actually
far
looks pretty dope in
superior to
black
a
and white.
measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory
That
we'll
looks like
cover
something
with
from
a
like an
fully
artsy
fledged
film.
sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going
Obviously,
to
I've seen
be.
this
But
content
let's take a
previously,
look
and
at
so
some
I'm
of the
just like running
features
through
I've
it
been
because I'm trying to
developing
get to the
for
part
it.
where like
I
the actual
figure
new shit
if I can
happens.
loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work
Okay, it
itself.
is
Here
time.
they
It
are.
is time
Go
for the
on,
trophy.
try out some of the new features.
Oh, I can't believe it's that simple. You just walk up and hit the trophy button and it gives you one. That's crazy.
Now here's something special.
Definitely didn't
You
have to do a
remember
bunch
that
of
broken
bullshit
chess
to find
trophy
it.
that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy... As you can see, the machine is not
We
working
did
yet
it.
since... Wait.
The test trophy,
What the
please
hell is
ignore.
going on? You got the trophy? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being
Yay.
watched?
You're being watched by the
Oh,
text
God.
monster. There's a being
Collusion.
even higher up than you,
Collusion.
narrator. There's a
Yes, as you
god to
can
my
see,
god.
the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Okay. And because of that, obviously now we're at a 12. The one is a platinum, which means we can't get it. I didn't see what color, so take it all. Oh, it's gold. Luckily, they've all been gold. Everything except the platinum is going to be gold. But yeah, I do love me those trophy emotes, though. They do look pretty nice. But anyway, I have to change the fucking clock on the system to get the 10-year one. I need to get 24 hours total on like Tuesdays, which I have about like 3.5 hours or so. So every Tuesday I need to just leave the game running for a bit, and eventually I should get it. And then just the speed run one. That's the only thing left. Those are the three. And I'm not gonna do the clock one until I get the other two trophies, so I'm not really worried about those ones. So really, it's just do the speed run and then just keep opening the game every Tuesday. So this is the last attempt on the speed run one. We're gonna try to do this quickly.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Speed, speed, nothing
Yet
but
there was not a
speed.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Yeah,
up
see, it
to his
reset everything
boss.
because the
Coming
broom
to a
closet
staircase,
ending
Stanley
is,
walked
quote
upstairs to
unquote
his
ending. It's
boss's
not a real
office.
ending, but the broom closet's open.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
Damn
was
it.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as
Okay,
quickly as
I
possible.
will try
He
this
didn't
again,
even have a
but
single
because the
minute
thing
to
is, I
just
think I have to wait for him to fucking
talk.
actually.
That kind of anxiety
I have to
isn't
let him
healthy,
actually open
so
it,
he
and then I go through it and
relaxed
maybe go
broken
through the.
moments with
I
some
might have to
calming
like
world
finish this
music.
legit first. Because yeah, because I reset the thing by closing out the app, it caused all the progress here to reset as well, which is unfortunate. But whatever it is, what it is.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
But anyway, how you been, Johnny?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
I
Control
did kind of wait
Facility.
there, but again, like this isn't the speed run anyway, because of the fact that like that took way too long on that one
The
part.
lights
So
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah, you
And
kind
he
of you
had
want to
the
be here
strength
before the
to
gate
find
opens,
out.
ideally. I took too long to get up there.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
See,
of
that
an
one says
employee
pirate.
in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
I've been
eternally
good. How are
monitored in
you?
this place where
I'm doing
freedom
alright. My ass
ends.
hurts in this chair. It tells me I've been playing this too long. Need to find a more comfortable chair, but that's a problem for future me, I
This
guess.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe
And
it
I've
could
gotten
be
8 gold
true.
trophies so
Had
far tonight,
Stanley
so that's
really been
cool.
under someone's control all this
8 out of
time?
11, or yeah,
Was
8
this
out
the
of
only
11
reason
because
he
the
was
12
happy with
trophies are
his
platinum.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't
I'm
accept
thinking,
it. His
I don't know if I'm
own
gonna
life
play,
in someone
you know, I
else's
don't know if I'm gonna stream
control?
tomorrow
Never.
specifically.
It was unthinkable.
'Cause I
Wasn't
definitely
it?
want to lock
Was
in
it even
Tuesdays as
possible?
streaming
Had he
days.
truly spent his
For now,
entire
for this
life
trophy, but also
utterly
because after I'm done
blind to the
playing Stanley
world?
Parable, I want to open up an idea
Well,
of
here was the proof. The heart of the
PS
operation.
Tuesday,
Controls
you know,
labeled
PlayStation
with
2,
emotions.
as on
Happy
Tuesday, so
or
PS
sad
Tuesday,
or
where I
content.
play some sort of game that's
Walking,
either been
eating,
on
working,
PS2.
all of it monitored and
So I either
controlled from
like
his
play one of the PS2
fingertips.
games I have,
And
or
as the
it could be
cold
a PS4
reality of
game
his
that used to be on
past began to
PS2, or
sink
you know, like
in,
something like that. As
Stanley
long as it's
decided
been
that
on
this
PS2 at
machine
some point, I think like it can count, and I think that'd be fun. A really fun idea. Like actually, you know, the first game I could actually play would be a really good idea.
blackness
The
and a
Godfather
rising
game,
chill
the
of
first Godfather game,
uncertainty.
but the Black Hand edition, which is
Was
the
it
PS3
over?
edition, but it's one I've never actually played. I bought it, and it doesn't have trophies. It's before
He had
trophies even
won.
existed, but the game was
He
first
had
on
defeated
PS2,
the machine,
and I used to play the shit out of it
unshackled
on
himself
PS2.
from someone
So
else's command.
I think that'd
Freedom
be a
was
fun one to
mere
start a
moments
playthrough of.
away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still
And
awaited
then
to be
I don't know
solved.
what I plan on doing on other
Had his
days. I don't know
co-workers
what days I want
been?
to lock in yet.
How
I
had he
know
been
Sunday's a
freed
day I
from the
don't want to
machine's
do
grasp? What other
because I have
mysteries
a
did this
podcast I
strange
do on
building hold?
Sundays.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
And
he
so Sunday,
realized none
no.
of this
Tuesday,
mattered to
yes.
him,
And then the other
for
five
it
days are
was
kind
not
of like up in the
knowledge or
air.
even power, but
A week,
happiness.
definitely at least
Perhaps
2
his
for sure.
goal had not been to understand,
But we'll see.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to
I'm
go
thinking next,
or to
like,
do.
I might not even stream anymore of Stanley Parable, to be
Whatever
honest.
life he lives, it
Um,
will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
After
It was
tonight's, because there's
perhaps
not
the
really,
only
like, not to
thing
say there's no
worth
content to
knowing.
stream of it,
Stanley stepped through the
but
open door.
most of the other content I've already seen, so I don't know if I could really make a whole stream out of it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that
Too bad you
things were
missed
meant
Peach
to
earlier.
happen.
Peach and I were in the voice chat of the
Stanley
Discord having a
was
romp,
happy.
and then Peach went to sleep. And I should follow soon, I guess, in like a couple hours, an hour or two. I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, hopefully this speedrun works. I feel like I was pretty
When
quick on the
Stanley came
draw
to a
when it
set of
came to
2
like
open
this.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, damn it, hold on. Is the game not showing? Why does it do this? Video game capture. Oh, I just gotta deactivate and reactivate it. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a solution to that problem because I don't know why the fuck it just like loses shit sometimes. Like it just like stops grabbing
He
game.
entered.
Actually, you know what? Does it also keep
There
grabbing
was
game
not a
audio or no?
single person
Okay, it does. So yeah, it's just weird. It's just the visual part of it.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I just want to
office.
go up here real quick and see if the boss's office part of it's quicker than it was before.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Yeah. I'm gonna let it do the load thing, and then I'm gonna hit restart. And then I'll try one more time for this. Okay. Okay, this is the last attempt. I fell asleep way too early, so now I can't. Ah, that's a classic problem.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I hate doing that.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Back when I used to stay up like way later than I do now, sometimes I
When
would fall
Stanley
asleep
came
in
to a
like a
set of
chair for
two
like an
open
hour or
doors,
two,
he entered
around
the
like
door on
about
the
actually
left.
around this time. That always sucked because like I'd wake up and it'd be like 5 in the morning, and it's
Yet there
like
was not a single person here either.
I don't know,
Feeling
just
a
it
wave
would like
of
fuck with
disbelief,
everything.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Look at that, it's already opening.
Here's the door, just go.
Hell yeah, this is primed to be the fucking this is gonna be the run. I feel it. Feel it in my bones.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is the most time I've ever done like where I keep following what the narrator actually tells me to do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this
I
place
can't believe
hold?
I made that. I couldn't
Stanley
even see
thought
the
to
fucking
himself.
platform to me.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, I fell through it.
Aha! You
Oh, we'll try it one more time. I was holding forward because I wanted to be ready right away, but due to that, I felt like I went right through the fucking
All of his
room,
co-workers were
or
gone.
right through
What could it
the
mean? Stanley
gap that
decided to
was
go to
there.
the meeting room. Perhaps he
Son of
had
a
simply
bitch.
missed a memo.
Damn it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I seethe and I cope and I cope and I seethe. Someday I'll
Yet
get
there
this
was not a
done.
single
You'll
person
see.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Oh, please just work already, man. I can't. My brain can't take doing this anymore.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Ooh, I almost fucked that
Stanley
one up.
thought
I
to
landed
himself.
on the
Did
like
he
the
have
edge of
the
it.
strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Yeah,
the number
there's no
of an
way for me to
employee
get
in
up,
the
I don't
building.
think, on these other ones.
Stanley's co-workers.
Not
The
enough to
lives
actually
of
like
so
skip
many
past it anyway.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Damn it.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe
That's
it.
the only
He
annoying thing
couldn't
about like doing
accept it.
something like
His
this is
own
having
life
like all the
in
wait time you have
someone
to do
else's
in between here
control.
is like kind of
Never.
annoying.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was
But
it
yeah, the
even
exit's
possible?
this way,
Had he
so I just need to
truly
hold this
spent
way the
his
whole time.
entire life
That way should be
utterly
fine.
blind to the world?
Especially at
It
the
was
end though, there's a
really
lot of
part
waiting
of
at
the
the end here,
operation.
specifically once you hit
Controls
the mind
labeled
control
with
device thing.
emotions, happy or sad,
And
more
I don't know if
content,
there's really a way to like
walking,
speed it up at
eating,
all. I don't
working,
believe
all
so.
of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
Like I don't think there's a way to speed this part up. I think you just wait either way. I mean, I'm holding forward so that I'm pretty
madness
much like up by the
and a
wall.
rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly
Oh,
opened,
then I just sit here and
Stanley
wait for
reflected
fucking
on
20
how many
years.
puzzles
You know,
still
you know how
remained
it goes.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he
Good
needed
job,
to know.
Stanley.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Yeah, just like
Stanley
you have to just sit
stepped
there and wait the
through
whole
the
time.
open
At that point,
door.
I literally just put down my controller because it's like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Stanley
we
felt the
got it.
cool
Oh my
breeze
God,
upon
we
his
got it. There
skin,
we go. There's the
the
fucking
feeling
dopamine
of
hit.
liberation,
I mean, I'm
the
joking, of course,
immense
but like,
possibility
I'm glad
of
that
a
I don't
new
have to redo
path
this
before
again.
him.
It was starting to
This
get
was
annoying.
exactly the way, right now, that
Fucking son
things
of a
were
bitch.
meant.
Okay, I don't even care about the ending. Whatever, who cares? I already did it like 6 times. All right, we made a lot of good progress today. I just need to console command my way to fucking changing the clock to 10 years later. Um, and then play the entirety of it too. You know, let's try. You know, we could do the fucking clock one right now, probably. Yeah. Let me make sure. Fast as fuck, boy. Hell yeah. Okay. Um, if you don't have that much time, here's a workaround for the trophy in 1 minute or so. Start a new game. After Stanley spawns in his office, close the game. Now you need to manually change your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 date to 10 years later at your current date. Maybe 11 just to make sure. Open the Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe, and start a new game. I get to choose the stupid ass name of this every time. We're gonna say Skeleton Sequel. That's a good name. Oh, it changes the dumbass picture too. That's pretty good. Yeah. The reason I want to get the other trophy first before I get the Tuesday
This is
one
the
is
story of a man
I don't
named
want the time
Stanley.
fuckery to like mess with what the platinum
Stanley worked for a company.
is on the timer on the. Okay, so start it. Close the game. Okay, change the date, which is here. No, where the fuck is it? System? All right, time to set this manually. Let's go. Shout out to you know we're gonna do that. So me when I play the game in 2035. It's either me or the it's either me or the printer jam. My favorite of the Stanley Parable games. Yeah, here we go. Come on, pop it, pop the trophy, baby. I'm playing the game in 2035. Super go aside. That's good. The game is telling me to touch grass, but I refuse. No grass for me, please. I'm a meat eater. Yeah, time for me to set the yeah, I'm gonna set the time back and funny times had by all, I guess. So yeah, luckily we have all but two trophies, the platinum you get for just doing everything else. And the Tuesday one, you can accumulate it by like multiple Tuesdays as long as you play 24 hours altogether of Tuesdays in general is supposed to count it. So yeah, there's no reason for me to stream myself doing that. It's kind of just like, fuck it. So I'll just do that on my own time next Tuesday. And technically um, I could change it to like Monday and just leave the game running, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it legit in the sense that I'll leave it running for different Tuesdays. But yeah, anyway, that's cool. That's a stream. I'm kind of tired. Didn't mean for this to go as long as it did. Some of the new content took longer than I expected. I'm glad it did because it feels like it definitely justifies having more content in the game. But just wasn't expecting it. Anyway, let's I was gonna raid, but there's like no one really online to raid right now. That fuck it, whatever. I'll just end the stream then. Thanks Johnny for stopping in. Peach, Mary, thanks for the new follow. Who was that earlier? What was their name? Santa Claus Strophobic. Still a great name, by the way. I'm a sucker for puns, so thanks for Platinum for coming in earlier. Um, Phoenix was in earlier. Yada yada. Catch everyone next time. Yeah, good night, Johnny. Do 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 do, and stop streaming.